Oh, well, hello and welcome to Sheffield. We are at the English Institute of Sport for our second session of the day, an evening of Olympic-style boxing. It's the World Boxing Cup's GB Open, as you can see on your screen, the first in a series of 4 World Boxing Cup events. Fighters collect ranking points along the way, working towards crowning a year-long winner. But I know what you're here for. It's an Olympic year for these GB fighters and all of the others on show, and this serves as a final tune-up for the penultimate Olympic trial, which takes place in Italy in 6 weeks' time. Tonight we've got 10 fights for you. 7 of them feature home boxers, some of which will be lacing up the gloves and heading for Paris for the Olympics later this year. So have your tea on your lap, huddle up and join us as we shut out the January blues. There are the fights that we've got for you tonight. Now you can see a list of 11 there. It's 10 as I've just told you, because 3 from the bottom. George Crotty against Taylor Bevan. I have just been told the men's light heavyweight semi-final is not going to take place. The Welshman Taylor Bevan has withdrawn from that one, so George Crotty will get a walkover into the final, as indeed he did yesterday. So Crotty will be boxing in a final on home soil, having not thrown a punch all week. But what about the rest of the fights to look forward to? It starts hot and fast with a really slick German in SALAH IBRAHIM up against Scott Richards of Wales. Looking forward to that. Richards lost his opening bout in the men's flyweight round robin yesterday, so looking for his first victory. The third bout down is a very talented Team GB fighter representing England, Elise Glynn. Look out for her. She's out to prove she's the top featherweight in the Team GB camp. We'll see the English light welterweights Joe Tyers and Patrice Mughazai, and Ramtin Musa, the light heavyweight nicknamed Rambo. And then last up, right down the bottom, you'll see some super heavyweights, and we're also going to show you Nelvi Tiafak of Germany aiming for a final, having already beaten Britain's Delicious Ori. We're live on BBC Sport. We're on YouTube, on both World Boxing and GB Boxing's YouTube channels. I am Chris Latch. I'm going to be with you all evening. Really looking forward to the next few hours live from the English Institute of Sport. Now this morning, if you missed the session, it's still live. I'm sure you'll find it on the BBC iPlayer. You can definitely find it on the YouTube channels of both World Boxing and GB Boxing. And if you only pick one fight, go back and watch the last bout of the morning. The heavyweights, Patrick Brown representing England against Adam Alare, who lives in Newcastle. He's been a former English national champion. He switched nationalities, represents Nigeria now, Adam Alare. And he's the African champion, already going to the Olympics later this year. And Pat Brown, who's yet to qualify for the Olympics, well, he sent him a message in an Olympic year. Knocked him down in the first round and won by stoppage. Watch that one if you get the chance. But right now we're focusing on the fights tonight. And it's time to hand over to our MC. He's in the ring. His name is Craig Denham.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the English Institute of Sport, Sheffield. My name is Craig Denham, and I'm the Master of Ceremonies for this session of GB Open World Boxing Cup. This event is brought to you by GB Boxing, UK Sport, the National Lottery, Sheffield City Council, England Boxing and Sting. Our competing nations are the Czech Republic, Denmark, England, Finland, Germany, Mongolia, the Netherlands, Nigeria, Norway, Panama, Scotland, Sweden, Wales, French Polynesia, and the refugee boxing team. So, ladies and gentlemen, the officials are ready, the boxers are ready. It's time to make some noise. It's time to start boxing. So, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 41. KIARAN MACDONALD of England versus FILIP HORVATH of Czech Republic is a walkover in favour of KIARAN MACDONALD. We move straight on to bout number 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your boxers to the ring. And firstly, your red corner representing Germany, give it up for SALAH IBRAHIM.
A really eye-catching style, this young man. Salah IBRAHIM, the German. He beat FILIP HORVATH yesterday at the Czech Republic, and ultimately HORVATH decided he wasn't in a fit state to box today. That's why we've got that walkover announcement for KIARAN MACDONALD. KIARAN won't be boxing tonight, but it means he'll join me on commentary in a few minutes' time.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Wales, give it up for Scott Richards.
Another of the impressive fleet of home-based boxers here at the GB Open at the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield. Scott Richards was beaten in his opener by KIARAN MACDONALD yesterday. Suffered a really nasty cut in that bout. KIARAN got the win, actually left the ring covered in Scott Richards' blood. But his corner team, his medical team have worked their magic. The cut is underneath the hairline, and he's good to go for his second bout of this men's flyweight round robin tournament. Searching for his first win here in Sheffield.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 42, which is a flyweight semi-final scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes. And introducing your boxers. Firstly, boxing out of the red corner, or in the red, and representing Germany, give it up for Salah IBRAHIM. And across the ring, his opponent boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue, and representing Wales, give it up for Scott Richards. Your referee at the bell, representing England, Mr. Lee Innes, MBE.
So the referee brings the two fighters together as we prepare to kickstart our evening session on the penultimate day of this GB Open meeting of the World Boxing Cup. Final instructions from the referee. And at 3 minutes past 5, we are underway. Salah IBRAHIM in the red representing Germany, and Scott Richards in the blue representing Wales. And it's he who's gone searching for the head early in this bout, off the back of his defeat yesterday to KIARAN MACDONALD. We'll get the inside track from KIARAN when he joins us shortly. He is due to fight Salah IBRAHIM tomorrow, so you can forgive him for not wanting to call this fight. Don't want to give him any ammunition before they get in the ring, but it's IBRAHIM trying to use that slick style that we saw yesterday in his victory over the Czech boxer FILIP HORVATH. Slightly wild, ungainly right hand from IBRAHIM led to that untidy clinch in the middle of the ring. It's a nice backhand left from the southpaw Richards, and well, the referee is taking a break for a loose lace. So yeah, Richards boxes out the southpaw stance, leading with his right hand for a jab. Both laces are going to be tightened up. They look a little bit long. Colin Jones in the corner of the Welsh boxer, and we're back underway. Richards using that high-held right hand to keep Salah IBRAHIM at bay, and then trying to rush in on him. IBRAHIM was so impressive in his victory over FILIP HORVATH earlier in the week, and he's brought a decent following with him as well. When the boxers were introduced, it's definitely a bigger cheer for the fighter who is boxing overseas, and he is forcing Richards back in the early exchanges here. It's IBRAHIM who's trying to take command of the centre of the ring. Even contest so far, as Richards targets the body, but IBRAHIM comes in and catches him flush with a lead left hook. That's smart work from IBRAHIM, in and out, landing the shot, backing out of trouble. So the referee not happy with the German holding. Slight break, and now straight back into the action. Richards using his high held right hand just to feel out the distance, feel out his range. Footwork is good from IBRAHIM, a lot of lateral head movement as well. He makes himself a very difficult target to hit, slippery character. Richards comes in seeking the head, but again Salah ties him up, and then as he disengages, lands a left hand to the head. But that's a good shot straight down the pipe from Richards. Good exchange in the middle of the ring. Good shot from the man in the blue. It's a rough, tough start to the evening's action. Into the last few seconds of a bloodthirsty first round. Scott Richards touchdown, but the referee has said that is a slip, not a knockdown. Wipe down the gloves. There is a slight mark under the left eye of Scott Richards. It's the right eye, I beg your pardon. Okay, there's the split screen, and we've got a split on the cards. 3 of them going the way of the German in the red, and 2 of them leaning towards Richards of Wales. So let's have a bit of a recap of the first 3 minutes. It's a great lead left hand, that from IBRAHIM, the German in the red, but that punch straight down the middle from Scott Richards. So an even round, and the judges agree. 3 going the way of the man in the red,
Seconds
and 2
out.
the man in the blue, as we're ready for round 2. Final reminder from the referee, keep your heads out of it.
Second round.
Okay, so it's Richards in blue comes out with the message to be sent from the very first bell in the second round. Oh, that's a nice exchange. Both throwing the leather, both setting out to win this fight, not just exist in it from the first bell as well. It's good to see. Sets the tone for a great evening session here in Sheffield, and this is great work from both men. But just as Richards was imposing himself a little bit, Salah IBRAHIM in the red just wrapped him up, tied him up, so he couldn't throw any more punches towards his head. I'm not seeing as much movement from Salah IBRAHIM as we saw in his first bout against FILIP HORVATH earlier in the week. He looked so slick that night. That was pretty good though. Oh, and that's even better. Off the ropes, out of range, and just landing the backhand right to send Richards reeling a little bit. Richards spins him round, tries to show who's the stronger man in the centre of the ring. But there's a bit of the movement that we saw against FILIP HORVATH from the man in the red corner. Elusive. That's smart boxing from Scott Richards. Couldn't find the head, so he went downstairs. The body is a bigger target, much easier to hit. Good fight this. The winging overhand right just missed, and so did the left from Richards. This is great defensive work from Salah IBRAHIM. He's backing out of trouble and then pouncing forward with punches of his own. Well, the signs are good from the crowd in the arena. They're enjoying what they're seeing in the first fight of the evening. Now IBRAHIM brings his guard high into his head. But this is more like what we see. Hands down by his waist and confident, knowing that he's got the skills to back out of the way. A bit like that there. Then pouncing in, trying to land the right, but catching one for his troubles. It's all action. 40 seconds left of the second round. Good scrap this one here in Sheffield. The referee pulls them apart. Remember, Richards lost the first round 3-2 on the judges' scorecards. 5 judges dotted round the ring. And that's why he's had to be more aggressive in this second round. When you fall behind, there's only 3 rounds. There's not an awful lot of time to try and get back on course. Ibrahim throwing the single shot from down by his waist. Good round, another good round. Splits again. 3-2 splits. So the first round was 3-2 in the favour of Salah Ibrahim in red, and this time it's the opposite way around. So that is as even as they come. So here's the best of the action. That was deemed a slip. That was right at the very end of the first round, that. Scott Richards came roaring back into the contest in that second one to level things up against a really tricky opponent, Salah Ibrahim, who
seconds out,
won the German version of this event back in November, the Cologne Open of the World Boxing Cup. That was last year's event. This is a new season's. But Salah Ibrahim won the gold that week, also won the Tama tournament in Finland last year, so he has real pedigree on the international stage, and that's a backhand right that just sent Scott Richards' head rocketing backwards. Oh, this is good stuff from the German. Whatever his corner have said to him seems to have landed on his ears, because he's come out looking really good in this third round. So now Scott Richards fans are finding their voice, telling him to use his head, use his hands, and there you go, throwing left and right as his face starts to mark up a little bit, reddening on the bridge of his nose. Well, these boys will know when they get out of the ring that they've been in a scrap this evening. It's all down to this round, the final round of this men's flyweight. Great work. The Germans in attendance are loving what they're seeing from the man in red. And the Welsh fans telling Richards to work the body, because Ibrahim is, well, he's outlasting him to the head. Smart work. Oh, and again, Salah Ibrahim gets through and gets his head out of trouble. This is the slick stuff that we saw from him in his opening bout against FILIP HORVATH, the German, the man in red, up against the man from Pontypridd in the blue corner, who's looking like he's getting a bit frustrated. Anytime he is starting to exert himself, Ibrahim ties him up. Oh, that's a good shot with the left hand as Ibrahim was coming in, caught one to the jaw. Just a minute left for each of these to really stake their claim. It's rough, it's tough. I don't know if you can pick this up on the microphones at home. The Germans are chanting Salah. It's like being at Anfield. Richards getting very frustrated that every time he's getting the upper hand, Salah Ibrahim is wily, wrapping him up, blocking him from engaging in contest. Into the last 20 seconds. What has either man got? Once again, Ibrahim using his ring smarts to tie him in knots. Can't throw punches if the other guy's holding you. Slightly wild left from Richards as we head towards the last 10 seconds of the bout. Good fight, hugs all round. Richards will look to the judges now, having lost his opening bout against KIARAN MACDONALD yesterday. Salah Ibrahim won his opening bout. This now, remember, is a round robin because of the withdrawal of FILIP HORVATH. So each of the boxers remaining will box, well, 3 times. KIARAN MACDONALD will fight Salah Ibrahim tomorrow. Will Ibrahim be going into that off the back of 2 wins? Or will it be one apiece for he and Scott Richards? The gloves are off. Handshakes with the referee. And we'll hand over to our MC, Craig Denham,
okay,
for
ladies
the
and
result.
gentlemen, bout number 42, please show your appreciation for both boxers. So, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the red corner, it's SALAH IBRAHIM. A round of applause, both boxers.
So a split decision victory for the German on GB soil. Unfortunately for Scott Richards, back-to-back defeats for him. So here's the best of the action from what was a truly absorbing contest in which Richards, well, he had his more than moments of success. He was landing punches, but there's the wiliness, the ring smarts of SALAH IBRAHIM. Every time it seemed, especially in that final round, that Scott Richards got the upper hand, he wrapped him up in cling film so he couldn't throw punches. That was at the end of the first round. Actually, the more you see that, the more it looks a clean shot.
We move on to bout number 43, introducing your boxers to the ring. Firstly, your red corner, representing the Netherlands. Give it up for Maud van der Turen.
Well, the Dutch will tell you this young lady is a real prospect. Still a teenager, world youth champion a couple of years ago. A couple of national youth titles to her name as well. And just chatting to a couple of the Dutch contingent while I've been here, well, they rate her really highly.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing England, give it up for Olivia Holmes.
Well, Liv Holmes puts the Liv in Liverpool from the Rotunda ABC. Won her first senior gold medal at the Boxai tournament in Hungary last February. Talented young boxer. And hungry for more success. Big ambitions has Olivia Holmes. So this is the first of 2 semi-finals in the women's featherweight division. Up next, we've got the second one, and it also features one of the Team GB young fighters in Elise Glynn. The home hope would be for a home final, but we'll have to see what happens over the next 15-20 minutes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 43, which is a women's featherweight semi-final scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes. Introducing your boxers, and firstly, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the all red and representing the Netherlands, give it up for Maud van der Turen. And across the ring, her opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue and representing England, give it up for Olivia Holmes. Your referee at the bell, representing Norway, Mr. Thomas Nelson.
So Olivia Holmes, 21, from Liverpool, against Maud van der Turen of the Netherlands. Another hot prospect that the Dutch are very keen on. And I'm delighted to say, joining me at ringside for commentary, having ducked the first fight, understandably so, because his opponent was in the ring, is the 2022 Commonwealth Games silver medalist KIARAN MacDonald. Hi, KIARAN.
Hi. Yeah, it was understandable. I had to step away for that last fight. I couldn't commentate on that, unfortunately.
No doubt. Watching it on a telly from the bowels of the arena here. So here we go, second fight of the evening. Olivia Holmes of England in the blue against van der Turen of the Netherlands in the red. Semi-final in the women's featherweight division. I've already mentioned, Kieran, that the home hope would be for a home final tomorrow with Elise Glynn up next.
Oh, absolutely. It will just add to the cracking stack card we've already got, with home nations competing against each other tomorrow.
So Van der Toorn is really highly rated by the Dutch faithful that I've spoken to here this week. Young, a youth champion, both at world and national level. But then Olivia Holmes is highly rated by those in England boxing and GB boxing too. It's good work from Van der Toorn, in and out, landing a couple of shots and then wheeling away. Oh, nice snap jab from Holmes. And she got out of dodge as well. I've seen a lot of this in Olympic Games gone by. I would have bet my bottom dollar that referees would have split those, but we've seen an awful lot of referees just allowing the fight to take its own shape.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's always better as a fighter when the referees just let you sort it out yourselves, and without stopping and starting the bout and keeping the flow of the contest going.
Yeah, I think better for viewers as well, and commentators too, as Van der Toorn comes in with that lead left. It's a little messy, it's a little untidy, but I think there's scoring work landing from both boxers. The referee doesn't want to see any more holding though, having praised him for allowing it to go. He's stepped in twice now since then. Van der Toorn once again is throwing 2s and 3s. I want to see the same from the boxer in blue, from the Rotunda ABC.
Olivia's keeping her ring position really well in this opening round. She just can't afford to let the bout of the pace get dictated by the Netherlands boxer.
Yeah, Van der Toorn, who's boxing off the back foot and, well, no doubt using more energy as she moves laterally side to side, but looking incredibly comfortable in there and coming in, landing her punches and ducking out of trouble, high up on her toes. Competitive first round between Liv Holmes in the blue and Maud van der Toorn of the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's a great opening round. And we'll see what the scorecards look like after the end of the first.
A washout for Van der Toorn in the red. So the Dutch boxer takes it in the first round.
Yeah, the judges clearly like the work on the outer side of the ring, popping in and out with a clean eye, catching punches.
Well, the judges on rotation, but we've seen a lot of that actually. They've enjoyed seeing the boxers that box a little bit of range and come in and out with the more eye-catching shots, occasionally more than the boxers who throw a slightly higher volume from a stationary position.
Yeah, I think it's a lot easier to score. It's a lot nicer on the eye. You know, you can't miss them eye-catching shots. They're hard to judge against.
Seconds out. Second round.
Liv Holmes, from the outskirts of Liverpool, is the 2021 national champion, representing England in the blue. And as has so often happens, when you lose the first round, especially on a shutout on the judges' scorecards, Kieran, there seems to be a little injection of adrenaline in the first 25 seconds of the next round.
Yeah, that's it. You've got to have a big tempo change coming into the second round and try and sway the judges in your favour. But then if you're on the opposite side of that and you've won the first 5-0, you've got to expect to take the sting out of your opponent for the first 30 seconds going into the next round.
So the first 40 seconds has been weathered for Van der Toorn in the red, who won the first round. That's good work from Holmes. She's throwing 3s and 4s now rather than the 1s and 2s in the first round.
Head to the body.
Good shot straight down the middle, but Van der Toorn didn't take a backward step, landed one of her own as well.
And again.
Good boxer, you can see why the Dutch were raving about her.
Oh, absolutely, she's got a nice rhythm to her style. Coming a little bit untidy once again.
It seems there's a maturity there for her relatively young years as well.
Yeah, absolutely, she can dictate the pace of the bout really well. Olivia just needs to keep that high tempo.
Yeah. So we've got an English boxer in the ring with a Dutch boxer. Those two nations were front and centre when world boxing was set up as a new broom to sweep the world of Olympic style boxing clean. Olympic boxing's future is under threat as we head towards Paris and LA and beyond. It's not guaranteed to be in LA, but these two fighters will be hoping that their time will come in time to box at LA if the sport is included, and that's world boxing's mission. This is good work from Van der Toorn.
The Netherlands boxers sort of just drifting around the outside of the ring, just picking on the eye-catching shots once again as the round comes to a close.
It looks so comfortable out there, doesn't she? And just ducking under the big left from Holmes and catching her on the way out as well. A little sneaky uppercut from Van der Toorn as they became disentangled. Oh, that's nice work. A right and then a left from the Dutch boxer in red. Holmes snapping a couple of jabs in. I think one of those got through.
Another great job from Olivia Holmes.
It's turning into a really good fight. This round two, a round that Holmes really needs the judges to see it her way after the shutout in the opening 3 minutes. Semi-final in the women's featherweight, remember. A little punch to the sky from the Dutch boxer as she walked back to her corner. And there we go, the scores once again mirroring that of the first. 5-0 in favour of the red corner, the Dutch boxer.
Yeah, absolutely, the favour and the eye-catching work. And the instructions from Gary Hill in that Great Britain corner now has got to be to keep the tempo and try and push the pace of this.
Okay, let's have a look at some of the best of the action from that second round, Kieran. Hoping to see some of these shots that the judges are completely leaning towards the red side of the ring.
Yeah,
she just looks so fluid in her movement.
Eye-catching work they're going for, I believe.
Seconds out.
Olivia did up the volume that round, but it just wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, frustrating evening so far.
Third
for the Liverpool boxer. And out comes Van der Toorn running towards the centre of the ring.
Sometimes if you force the tempo with a counter-punching opponent, you can run yourself into a bit of danger as well, so you've got to be smart with that pressure.
KIARAN MacDonald, Commonwealth silver medalist from a couple of years ago in the flyweight division, has designs on the Olympic Games himself this summer. But not boxing today because your opponent withdrew injured. We wish him all the very best, but you'll be back in the ring tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Against Salah IBRAHIM, who we saw in the opening bout of the night. But here Olivia Holmes has an enormous challenge on her hands. 2 rounds down on the judges' scorecards against a really talented, slick, young Dutch boxer in the red, in Maud Van der Toorn. Still a teenager and a huge future ahead of her, seemingly. That's excellent defensive work. Shimmy of the hips, head movement, so difficult to hit when the target is constantly on the move.
You can see why she picked up the world honours, you know, as a youth coming through the age group, because she's so fluid in there.
Yeah, she certainly is. The World Youth Champion a couple of years ago and 2-time Dutch Youth Champion. The skills are there on show for everybody to see.
That's it, and she'll be hoping to emulate that in the senior ranks. And then on to Paris 2024.
Great test, boxing on the international stage for both of these boxers. I mean, you add up their ages, they're still round about my age, mate. Makes me feel old. That's a nice left from Holmes as she started backpedaling, and then she's landed a left-right combo as well. It does feel like it might be a little too late, but great work from her nonetheless.
Great job again. Ramrod.
This is the phase of the fight we talked about in the morning session, that when a boxer knows they're a couple of rounds up and we're winding towards the end of the third round, where they can afford to step off it a little bit, and perhaps that's why Olivia Holmes is finding a little bit more good fortune with her punches.
the Netherlands boxers just running the clock down a little bit, just scooting around the outside of the ring, trying to just pop in every now and then and land an eye-catching punch and float away again out of danger, saving herself for tomorrow's action.
Yeah, it's great footwork. It's like she's skiing the way she's changing direction side to side. Oh, that's a lovely little snap jab. Well, the Dutch boxer will march on to the final. This is rounds on the clock on the international stage for Olivia Holmes. Come what may, the experience will be positive for her. Touch of gloves, show of respect from the two boxers who go to their opposite corners, thank the coaching teams. But that is a fairly convincing performance from the young Dutch boxer.
Three more valuable rounds for Olivia against the world youth champion. It's something that's valuable in the future, you know, so she'll come again.
So there you go, you can see on the split screen as the two fighters remove the hairnet protectors that they wear under their head guards. Fairly tough night at the office for Liv, but...
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, man number 43, please show your appreciation for both boxers. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the red corner, it's Maud van der Toorn. A round of applause, both boxers.
And so we still wait for our first home nations winner in tonight's session. Scott Richards went down to a split decision loss in the opener to Germany's Salah Ibrahim. And Maud van der Toorn has beaten England's Olivia Holmes in bout 2. On to bout 3 it is.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bout number 44. Introducing your boxers to the ring. And firstly, your red corner representing Germany. Give it up for KIARAN.
So the German KIARAN is running to the ring. That's good energy, I like to see that. Picked up a silver medal at the Cologne Open at the end of last year, and you pointed something out that she was doing that in the bantamweight division, which must mean that she's moved up.
Yeah, it looks like she's recently moved up on weight, but by the looks of her physique, she looks a lot more healthier and ready to go to work tonight.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner representing England. Give it up for Elise Glynn.
Well, here's a boxer I really love to watch. She was excellent in her opening round victory over Samina Toussaint, a fellow GB boxer. It was the very first bout of this week of action here in Sheffield, and she put on a real show. She said at the time, a bit nervous to open the World Boxing Cup, but the ring rust is off now. Performance wasn't the best, but it was a good win, and I'm proving I am the #1 for Team GB.
That's it. That's a great statement to make, and you've got to back it up with your performances, which I'm sure she will. She's great talent, Elise, and she's going from strength to strength.
Great talent, confident with it, and excellent to watch when she's in full flow.
That's it. She has a relaxed style, hands by her sides, but she's got the rhythm and the agility to get out the way of shots and score her landing work.
So KIARAN in the red for Germany against Elise Glynn of England wearing the blue. 22 years old, she says, I'm good enough and I will get to Paris. Here's Craig Denham.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 44, which is a women's featherweight semi-final, scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes, and introducing your boxers. Firstly, boxing out of the red corner, wearing all red and representing Germany. Give it up for KIARAN. And across the ring, her opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue, representing England. Give it up for Elise Glynn. Your referee at the bell, representing Sweden, Mr. Mika Moisio.
A massive height advantage as they come to the centre of the ring for a touch of gloves.
Noticeable, isn't it?
It's one thing you get in the differential category.
I mean, she's a good few inches taller, isn't she, Elise? In the blue, with the neon yellow socks pulled all the way up to her knees. The one thing I noticed in her win over Samira Toussaint in the first round, you're never in any doubt when it's Elise throwing punches. She shouts as she lands.
Yeah, that's it. This is lovely boxing from the outer circle from Elise.
Tremendous movement, slick punching. She displayed that in her opening victory. So KIARAN, the smaller woman who's moved up in weight, will be eager to show Elise Glynn that she's not losing out for the fact that she's come up in weight and she's giving away a few inches in height. She wants to show that she can rough it with the rest of them.
That's it. I feel like the German boxer's got to get a little bit closer. The moment it's all that long range, which suits Elise Glynn down to the ground.
Certainly does. Lovely. An excellent lead jab off the back foot.
Beautiful behind the long straight stuff.
Well, we don't have the stats like in a pro box off where you would see the height and reach, but you can see with your own eyes she has a considerable reach advantage, and that is the challenge that the German is facing, trying to get close to a boxer who is so skilled as Elise Glynn has proven.
That's it. If you stay on the long range stuff, Elise Glynn's going to just box her game. That's her tactics. It's just floating around the outside of the ring, staying out of danger.
Yeah, and some cutting blows as well, boxing off that back foot.
She's boxing really clever as well, Elise. As soon as the German boxer closes her, she ties her up and gets back along. It's very clever boxing from the English boxer.
Well, the statements coming out of her are explicit. My plan is the Olympics. I won't let anything get in my way.
That's it. Great confidence again. And there's no reason why not, because she is talented enough to qualify for the Olympic Games. Just getting it right when it matters. And once again, they're coming untidy on the ropes. As Elise.
You sense that would sense Elise Glynn, though. Make it untidy.
Yeah, that.
Score from range. Tie up your opponent, win the round.
Yeah, that's it. Land all the clean work, and then when it gets into close quarters, just tie your opponent up.
She did a lot of this in the opening bout as well. End of the round, little fist pump if the judges were in any way wavering. It's a little nod from Elise.
I feel like that was a very convincing round for Elise Glynn. Landed all the work. Look from the lovely long range boxing.
So Elise Glynn down on her stool. KIARAN is not taking the stool, she's standing, but all 5 of the judges, Kieran, have ruled that, along with you, in favour of the English boxer in blue.
Yeah, absolutely. There was only one boxer doing the score, and then it was really clever. What we're seeing from Elise Glynn, every time I got in close quarters, she was just tying her up and then moving it and getting back to the long stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're just seeing a couple of examples there on the screen of exactly what you're saying from Elise Glynn. She likes this World Boxing Cup. She won it in Cologne in November.
Seconds out.
Looking to double down. Gold. That'll be a nice way to introduce yourself to a brand new set of tournaments.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great way to start the year, heading into the qualifying events as well.
Yeah, so that Olympic qualifier is at the end of February, early March. Team GB can only take one boxer per weight class, and ultimately only one boxer per weight class can qualify for the games in the summer. Yourself included among them, Kieran. We wish you all the very best of luck.
Absolutely. That is the plan. There's 2 qualifying events left for us, one in Milan and one in Bangkok in Thailand in May. But
if you qualify in Italy, do you still go to Bangkok for a jolly or no?
No. Like you say, you'll be left behind to get your preparations picked up ready for the summer games.
Quite right too. Quite right too. Now, Elise Glynn has been backed up to the ropes by a smaller opponent. This is a good showing from Canon Tass.
Yeah, she's letting her hands go a little bit more.
Well, she's having to, isn't she? Because Glynn's just picking her off from range. But even with her back up against the ropes, she came out pretty 50-50 from that little exchange.
Oh,
that's a good shot. That sent Glynn backpedaling into the corner post. And Glynn is having to show a different side to herself here, constantly being pushed back by the German boxer. Well, she's come out a completely different fighter in this second round, Kieran.
That's it. Eddie Bulger in the German corners obviously said that they have to close the range and work hard. And Elise Glynn looks a little bit stressed at the moment.
She does. She looks unhappy with what she was doing in the first round, tying her up, wrapping her up. Canon Tass, the German, is doing that to her, but also scoring on the way in. And well, Glynn doesn't look as comfortable, nowhere near as comfortable as she looked in the first 3 minutes. We've got a good fight on our hands here.
There we have the tempo's change of the bout.
It's completely changed it. She was backpedaling at will, freely floating around the ring in the first 3 minutes, but that's not what's happening in this second stanza, although that is great work on the back foot from Elise Glynn. 2 punches got through. Here we go. This is what she was doing in round 1, floating, out of danger, but Tass won't stand for it.
Elise Glynn's covering a lot of ground in that ring, keeping away from the small, stocky opponent.
Who looks like she packs a punch. The former bantamweight who's moved up to the featherweight division. This is the semi-final in this women's featherweight division. That's a good shot as well as she came out. Full right hand to the head of Elise Glynn. Sent her backpedaling towards the ropes.
That's it. The referee's getting a lot involved now.
That's a nice shot. I have to say, I've got a lot of admiration for the work of the German in this second round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glynn bossed that opening 3 minutes, and all of a sudden, different fighter came out after the bell. And Tass has let Elise Glynn know she is well and truly in with a fight, and Glynn still raised her fist to the sky, but I'm not so convinced that that was her round.
No, I believe the red corner should have got a share of that round. I believe Elise Glynn needs to just get back to that lovely long boxing like was in the first round and not get too involved.
Yeah, excellent round of boxing, and indeed
another 5-0 for Elise.
Well, there you go.
So
that's why I do this job and not the job of the judges.
Obviously they're liking the long work and the eye-catching work of Elise. I didn't think that round was as convincing as the first round.
No, I have some sympathy for the German in that round. To lose all 5 judges when she tried to force the pace.
But now Elise will get back to what she did in the first round. She'll get back to the corner and clear her head. And get back, you'll see Elise back in the first round again. And back on the long stuff and enjoying the boxing.
Yeah, control the fight from here on in. 2 rounds up.
That's it, when there's no pressure and you're 2 rounds up, you can enjoy your boxing.
You can see from the way that her jersey is sweat slicked to her back, she's been made to work so hard, the English boxer in the blue with the neon socks. And still Tass is trying to do what she did in the previous round again, trying to force herself into this fight. It didn't pay off in the judges' eyes, paid off in mine. Maybe I'll tell her afterwards, it might sugarcoat the pill.
This is a lot better again from Elise now, back on the long stuff.
Yeah.
Evading them short encounters.
Well, it's a really good show from her against a rough, tough game opponent who just keeps walking forward. And still throwing punches, and Glynn knows that with the clinch, every time you take seconds out of the bout. She's
That's
two-thirds of the way there, Glyn.
Boxing lovely off the rope she is now.
Again, skips across the ring. That's a good, clean, straight right from the German. But Glyn once again gets back to distance. That's where she's at her best. Not been as smooth as her first opening bout victory or the first round here.
I would like to see Elise Glyn hold her ground a little bit more rather than surrendering the space, which is boxing lovely at long range.
Yeah, she's not being allowed to do that by Tass, the German in the red, who keeps marauding forward, and Glyn now still trying to spring her way into space. That's the best work she's shown in this third round, Elise Glyn. Using the ropes, down they go. That is a untidy fall. No knockdown, says the referee.
She's coming at the last minute of the last round now.
Quick dust down of both of the gloves, and we'll get back underway. 1 minute remaining in this women's featherweight semi-final here at the GB Open, part of the World Boxing Cup at the English Institute of Sport. Glyn has flipped round her opponent, and well, the referee stepped in and saved her from what could have been a fairly severe shot that looked like it was coming in from Glyn. That's a nice left hand. Looks like she's back in control now. Great work off the back foot from the English boxer in blue.
Boxing off the back foot. She's doing so well with her back to the ropes, Elise Glyn.
Yeah, there's been a portion of this fight where it didn't look so comfortable, but now she looks like she's
back in control.
Yeah, very much so, back in the swing of things. Nice. Finishing with a flourish as well. Well, an excellent fight, and Canon Tass brought it.
She gave everything.
She certainly did.
Really did. But she just didn't have an answer for the long range work of Elise Glyn.
A tremendous contest that was. First 2 rounds all went the way of the English boxer with the judges. We'll find out just how one-sided it was when we get the full announcement from Craig Denham, our MC, very shortly. But what we do know, what we're pretty sure about, is that Elise Glyn, who danced her way through most of those 9 minutes, will dance her way into the final.
That's it, we've got a great contest in our hands tomorrow.
Bout number 44, please show your appreciation for both boxers. So, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. We are officials at ringside. Scored a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner, it's Elise Glyn. A round of applause, both boxers.
Well, it might be worth getting used to seeing Elise Glyn. So confident, so skilled, didn't have it all her way in that bout, but ultimately a one-sided victory over her German opponent. There's the scorecards on the screen. The judges love what they saw from the woman in blue.
Oh, absolutely. It was great boxing off the back foot, you know, in her run, and I think we've got a great contest on our hands with the Netherlands boxer tomorrow.
Yeah, so Maud van der Toorn, who we saw a couple of bouts ago, will fight Elise Glyn for the women's featherweight title here at the World Boxing Cup GB Open. That'll be tomorrow live on BBC Sport.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bout number 45. Introducing your boxers to the ring. Firstly, your red corner representing Germany. Give it up for Hassan Hansen.
Now, anybody who was watching our coverage of the afternoon session earlier on Do not adjust your sets. We haven't seen this chap before. We've seen his twin brother, Hassan Hansen, one half of the Gambian-born, now naturalised German fighting twins, the Hansen boys. His brother Asenu came up against Wales' Owain Harris.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing England. Give it up for Joe Tyers.
So Joe Tyers on his way to the ring representing England. Another boxer from, well, the most fertile of breeding grounds up in the northeast, Ashington. 23 years young, you must know him well, Kieran.
Yeah, very well. It's another one who I've seen grow up through the ages and gone from strength to strength, and he'll be hoping to book a place at the qualifying event with Great Britain later in February.
Yeah, these boxers all on a bit of a mission. Make a statement this week and give the selectors and the coaches of GB Boxing a decision to make about whether or not they go to the Olympic trial at the end of next month. We'll get into this one shortly, but here's Craig with the introductions.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 45, which is a light welterweight semi-final, scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes. And introducing your boxers. Firstly, boxing out of the red corner, representing Germany, give it up for Hassan Hansen. And ladies and gentlemen, across the ring, his opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue, representing England, give it up for Joe Tyers. Your referee at the bell, representing Norway, Mr. Thomas Nelson.
Nice and sharp with that jab, Joe. Came the shout from the viewing platform away to our left-hand side. As Joe Tyers in blue, representing England, goes up against Hassan Hansen of Germany in red.
Round 1.
So this is the men's light welterweight semi-final, first of 2. And they occur back-to-back. So we'll get a look at all 4 of the semi-finalists in quick succession here, as these two just having a bit of a face-off in centre ring, scoping each other out early doors.
Great job from Joe Tyers to start the round. Really
First scoring shot in that round. Taking their time, easing their way into the fight, but there's no suggestion they're not engaging. They're throwing. They're just not quite landing. Well, Hansen, like Joe Tyers, like KIARAN MacDonald next to me, has his designs on the Olympics. He says he's wanted to be an Olympian since he saw Usain Bolt light up Beijing in 2008. Well, didn't we all? Amazing feats. But right now, he's got a very, very handy English opponent in front of him, Joe Tyers. And
great left hand from Hansen as Joe pulled out then.
Oh, it's a good right hand as well, as Tyers was coming in, just got caught. High-paced first round to this men's light welterweight semi-final. Well, Hansen saw his brother lose earlier on. They both want to go to the Olympics together. They box at different weights, which means they could well both qualify for the Olympics. But having seen his brother lose today, that might make him doubly eager to find his way through to the final in this men's light welterweight division. Neither man giving an inch in this first round. Tyers showing the better of the footwork though, moving
Great
side
jab.
to side. Yeah, lovely jab.
She really has got a great jab, Joe Tyers.
Just ducking out of trouble and then backing away as well. Throwing out the double jab, but finding nothing but air, Tyers. Referee again letting them work their way free from that clinch, and they do. Well, it's been such an engaging opening round. Incredibly tough to call. But I think perhaps the cleaner work has come from blue.
Yeah, it's been such an intense first round when no one wanted to make the mistake.
Okay, that's a 4-1 split from the judges in favour of the Englishman.
Yeah, I would say that's fair. The better work coming from Joe Tyers with them long jabs. But every so often the one came back. Such a cagey type fight.
Yeah.
But Joe Tyers has just got to keep the rhythm, and as I said on the replay,
there's a nice right hand that got through from Hansen in that exchange. But number of punches landed. I think you have to lean towards the Englishman, who stayed on his feet in the corner throughout the break. Round two. Tyers comes running to the centre of the ring, ready to go again for round two. 4-1 up on the judges' scorecards. 4 judges ruling in his favour, with just the one leaning the other way to the red corner. Oh, that's nice. Double jab. Both got through from Joe Tyers in blue. Just working the body in that clinch as well. Never know whether or not that'll score, but
great job.
Looks good. Yeah, now he's starting to open up a little bit in this second round. Well, the Germans in attendance like what they're seeing in this second round from Hansen as well. Yeah, they keep saying from behind us. And Hansen bringing the aggression in this second round. And Tyers wrapping up well, and yeah, certainly was. And Tyers has come back with shots to the head. This is a terrific fight.
It's really came alive in the second round.
Oh, it certainly has. Clean shot to the head with that right hand from Tyers in the blue. And now he's really wrapping up with the tight, high-held guard.
After such a cagey first round, this is the last thing I was expecting in the second round.
Certainly was. And Hansen having to duck and stoop down low to try and avoid the flailing arms thrown by Tyers. They're chanting all around us. This is the best crowd we've heard so far. The Germans have travelled well. But it's a completely different fight from what we saw in the first round, the first 90 seconds of which we didn't see much land at all, but Tyers is matching his German opponent here. Huge volume of punches in contrast to the first round. Snap jab from Tyers, but he caught one with the lead left hand from the German. It's a brilliant watch. It certainly is a brilliant watch. Olympic style boxing on the BBC, brought to you by World Boxing and GB Boxing. Feel like I've won the lottery. That's who helps support this event, just sitting at ringside. I was about to say the pace settles down, and they both went straight back in and re-engaged. Working the body, Hansen in the red. The biggest target on the body. Into the last few seconds of the round. What a great round of boxing that was from both men. Well, you can't take your eyes off this bout, KIARAN. Let's check in with the judges at the end of that second round. A 3-2 split, once again, in favour of the Englishman.
That's it, so it's level on 3 cards, so it's all to fight for in the last round.
Well, that is as we love it. All to play for heading into the final round. Here's the replays of the best of that action, and there was so much to go through. Tyers throwing 3 jabs in a row and 2 of them getting through. Such aggressive work from both men in that second round.
What great work this was from the centre of the ring from Hansen as well to the body. Joe Tyers back to the long stuff, finding a home for them.
Didn't take a single step back, did he? Well, Tyers has got a point to prove. He's one of 3 English boxers in this weight class. Hughie Malone, Patrice Muggleside, that are here. Remember, they can't all go to the Olympics.
That's it, and there's one more who's not in this tournament as well, Reece Lynch, who got a world bronze in 2021.
Of course, and they can't all go to the Olympics, so every time you get a chance to get in the ring, you have to show your very best version of yourself, and Joe Tyers is bringing the fight against the German Assen Hansen as we head into the final round of 3. Narrowly up on the scorecards, the man in blue, the Englishman. But Hansen is dictating the ring. Lovely body shot from the man in red. Well, the Germans love what they're seeing in this final round. Tyers has a lead, but he doesn't have a great deal to play with. Huge uppercut from the Englishman as they both exchange leather. Some good shots in there. That's a clean right hand from Tyers. Shipping a few as well. One to the body, one to the head.
From the centre of the ring.
They're fighting in a phone box, no movement, just standing there and slugging.
Matching fire with fire here is Joe.
Oh, referee, let him go at it. That's what everybody in the arena's saying. Well, Hansen, that combo, left, right, left to the body has been successful for him. He's just landed a left and right to the head. What a final round this is. Body shot from the man in red too. Tyers is still swinging, but it feels like Hansen has inched in front in this final round. Minute 24 to go. Amazing contest here in Sheffield. A place in the final of the men's light welterweight category. Great right from Joe. He sends his man reeling. Hansen again goes to work on the body. That combo has been so successful for him since the second round of the bout.
He unloads to the body very well, Hansen. But Joe Tyers is matching fire with fire here.
He certainly is. Uppercut, I think, getting through, catching the chin of the German opponent. Oh, they'll be sore tonight, these two. What a fight. 42 seconds remaining. More than enough time for each man to make their claim for a place in the final. It's so tight on the judges' scorecards. Into the last 30. Don't leave anything in the ring, not a chance to. Hansen pouring it on, Tyers matching him, slug for slug. Hansen's trying to take time out of the contest by holding on. He thinks he's got the job done here as we enter the last 10 seconds. Big wild swing from Tyers. Is there one last chance to impress the judges? The bell rings. What a fight we've seen here in Sheffield. Everybody in the arena is on their feet applauding.
What a great finish to that contest that was.
Well, they basically went from about second gear, 30 miles an hour, to on the motorway in the outside lane for all of the remainder.
Such a cagey first round, and then once they start letting the leather fly, that was it.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible from both men. Well, here's the best of the action. Talk us through this, Kieran.
Lovely head and body work from both fighters there in the pocket. Like I say, a match on fire with fire. Neither one of them wanting to take a step back.
I mean, there was a phase in the middle of the fight where they didn't take a step back and they just slugged for about a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 45, please show your appreciation for both boxers. And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials and ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner, and boxing out of the blue corner, it's Joe Tyers.
Joe Tyers gets it.
Joe Tyers gets the win, an important win that takes him through to the men's light welterweight final tomorrow.
He actually lost that last round 4-1, but got the one card he needed for a 3-2 split decision.
Well, it's absolutely incredible how close it can be.
How close that was
on the 5 judge scorecards that we can see there. We'll just see the last of the action. I might get home and watch this one back on YouTube. What a fight that was. For my money, that's a contender for Fight of the Week so far.
Oh, that was a great contest from both fighters. Left absolutely everything in the ring.
But it's twin defeats for the Hanson brothers today as Joe Tyers marches on to the final. And up next, we'll find out who he'll meet for that gold medal tomorrow.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bout number 46, introducing your boxers to the ring. And firstly, your red corner, representing Mongolia, give it up for Tolga Oyunbata.
So Tolga Oyunbata of Mongolia had a tough fight in his opening bout, beat Hampus Broman of Sweden, unanimous decision, but he was caught with a huge right hand in the third round. I actually thought the referee might step in and stop the bout. It was such a heavy right hand.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner, representing England, give it up for Patrice Moghelzai.
I really enjoyed watching Patrice yesterday in his bout. He looked so comfortable when he beat Huey Malone of Coventry.
Yeah, that's it. He's such a talented boxer. Here he is. Patrice is sorry. He navigated his way through that bout really well with his big eye-catching left hand. And he's another one for the future. It'll be really interesting to see how he fares in today, because the Mongolian opponent is a tough competitor. It'll be great to see where he stands right now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 46, which is a light welterweight semi-final scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes. And introducing your boxers, firstly boxing out of the red corner, wearing all red, and representing Mongolia, give it up for Tolga Oyunbata. And across the ring, his opponent boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue, representing England, give it up for Patrice Moghelzai. Your referee at the bell, representing
would be a boxing
Germany,
promoter's dream,
Mr.
because he really looks the
Schroeder.
part. There'll be 1 or 2 professional promoters going, aye. I'll keep a close eye on this chap.
Oh, absolutely, and he's such a talented boxer as well. He's got the whole package, you know.
I know a few people at Team GB Boxing will be saying, hands off, he's ours, and quite right too.
That's it, he's in with a great chance of Paris 2024 as well as 2028 prospect.
Round 1.
Yeah, so 3 times the national champion is Patrice Moghelzai up against Tolga Oyunbata of Mongolia, with the socks pulled up all the way to his knees. Just to go back to that shot that he shipped in the third round of his unanimous decision win in the opening bout. He was really rocked all the way down to his toes. Such a shot, and I have to say I felt he was a tad fortunate the referee didn't step in, perhaps for the fact that he was so far ahead on the scorecards.
Yeah, that's it. He's a great operator, but he certainly got copped with one. And didn't seem to recover.
So Moghelzai out of the southpaw stance, leading with the right hand, and therefore leading with the right leg as well, and the Mongolian in his orthodox stance means that those 2 front feet can from time to time get a little tangled up. We'll keep a keen eye on that. Well, they've got big boots to fill after the fight that we've just seen in this division, Kieran.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a barnstorm on our hands in the last contest. I think this one's going to be a little bit more cagey.
That was the best punch of the fight so far from the Englishman in blue. Snap jab through the middle.
Got more of a chess match on our hands in this contest.
Yeah, the other one was a game of GoldenEye on the N64, wasn't it? Just
that was it.
Guns are blazing. So it's the Mongolian who is trying to dictate centre ring. Mughalzai happy to give it.
Patrice has got such a long range with them long levers as well. It's making it really difficult for the Mongolian boxer to get past that jab.
Yeah, the jab keeping him at bay, and when the backhand left comes through as well, that packs a real punch too. Such slick work from the English boxer in the blue as he sachets away from trouble, but the Mongolian zooms back in. The referee steps in for a shoelace, I think, the right boot.
Shoelace.
Yeah, Patrice's right boot. Could get some Velcro boots, do you reckon? The amount of times we have to stop the bout.
That's it, funny enough, I think I need them. Because my shoelace always seems to come undone as well.
Just wrap a bit of tape around them and then you'll be good.
That's it.
So the Mongolian targeting the body, and Mughalzai not enjoying that.
Boxing.
Yeah, ducking away out of dodge.
Patrice is really making it difficult with that long lead hand.
He certainly is, and the Mongolian looks to be targeting head then body as a combo to try and unsettle him, and it's not working so far. Just upping the pace a little bit in this middle section of this first round. The Englishman in blue.
This is a great round of boxing. He's looked really calm for such a newcomer.
He has looked calm, not a hair out of place from the English boxer, who boxes out of the Powerday Hooks ABC from Ealing in West London. Let's check in with the judges scoring, Kieran.
Yeah, absolutely. 5-0 and a clean sweep on the cards for Patrice.
Happy with that.
Absolutely. Lovely display of boxing off the back foot that was, with long levers.
So 3-time national champion, 5-time Haringey Box Cup champion, and he's been working with James DeGale recently, a fellow Londoner who knows a thing or two about how to get it done on the biggest stage.
A fellow Southpaw as well,
yeah.
So I'm sure he's getting a few tips in there.
Working with chunky James DeGale will never be a bad thing.
Seconds out.
Gold from Beijing 2008 feels a lifetime ago. He's had a pro career, he started a pro career,
Second
he's
round.
finished a pro career, James DeGale, happily retired now.
I would expect the Mongolian boxer to step the tempo right.
Oh, he certainly has, hasn't he? Straight away. Centre of the ring and trying to up the tempo, but it's almost like Patrice has read that, although he shipped a shot there from the Mongolian right hand. Good jab from Patrice, straight down the middle. Well, the tempo has risen. KIARAN MacDonald, Commonwealth silver medalist, alongside Chris Latcham on commentary here on BBC Sport. KIARAN called it that the Mongolian would raise the tempo, but I think Patrice has seen that coming and met fire with fire.
That's it, he's navigated that really well and took the sting out of the Mongolian for the first 30 odd seconds of the first round, I would definitely say.
What would the logic be that if you can ride that wave for 30 seconds, you're into the round?
Yeah, that's it.
It takes the sting out of anything the judges might do early in a round as well.
If you can take the sting out of your opponent for the first 30-40 seconds of the round, the tempo normally settles back down a little bit, and sort of eases, sort of puts the fire out a little bit.
Yeah, although the fire is still flickering. A couple of shots coming through from the Mongolian. Mughalzai's having to back foot box, but he does it stupendously well. Wheels away from danger with a couple of punches landing himself.
So he's got the hands low, now he's starting to feel it a little bit.
Yeah, and that's pure confidence, isn't it, when a fighter can just lower the guard.
He's such a hard target to pin down, Patrice, as well. He moves so well around that ring.
So KIARAN shares a gym with so many of the boxers on show this week and knows exactly what he's talking about. Couple of excellent shots once again from Mughalzai in blue.
One to the body.
Downstairs with the left hand, and now he's dancing. There's real confidence in the jet heel work that Mughalzai is putting together in that blue England vest. He's quick.
Yeah,
there's a rhythm, there's a flow to it all.
That's it, there's a science, there's method to the madness. He's not letting his opponent set his feet. Because the Mongolian will be dangerous if you slow your feet.
That's brilliant work to come straight through with the backhand left. Occasionally leading with the backhand just to try and offset the Mongolian's rhythm himself.
And he's punching on the move as well, Patrice, which is doing really well.
His head movement is second to none, isn't it? Just got caught there though, and immediately holding on. A little bit of ring savvy from the English boxer.
The Mongolian having a little look out the ring to see how long's left of the round.
Feeling the pace perhaps?
Feel like he thinks his time's running out because he can't get a foothold of Patrice.
Well, that seems to be the view of Patrice Mughalzai as well, who just nodded a little victorious nod to himself as he walked back to his blue corner. And they're really trying to get the cold air into the lungs of the Mongolian.
Yeah, that's it. They'll be trying to fan him down and cool him down. Get some fresh air into his lungs.
So there you go. Back to back for Patrice.
2 beautiful rounds of boxing.
Couple of sweeps on the judges' scorecards.
I really think the Mongolian needs a massive round if he wants to pull this back.
Just look at the difference in comfort. Patrice hasn't sat down yet in this fight. The Mongolian's got a towel around him. He's been fanned down. Here's the best of the action. Well, almost all of the best of the action has come from the blue vest.
So this is such a hard round for the Mongolian boxer because Patrice is such a good mover. He's going to navigate his way around this last round.
Third and last round.
Okay, final round of this men's light welterweight semi-final, with Joe Tyers waiting in the final tomorrow. A box off for the gold, an all-English box off for the gold, will be a real treat for all of us here and everybody else watching at home.
He gets straight back to the centre. Great to see.
Oozing confidence.
He's got such good ring IQ, has Patrice.
Oh, that's a really good shot as well. Moving around to his right hand side, land a shot and then dip away to the left.
The same type of shot as he was using in his opening bout against England's Hughie Malone.
Yeah, that's a good shot from the Mongolian though. He's still there, still a live dog in the fight, and that one caught Patrice as well, who just grinned as if to say it's going to take a lot more than that. Nice work. Right hand, back pedal.
Yeah, great ring IQ from Patrice. Always off the line. He's getting round lovely.
So a minute 44 left in this bout for a place in the final of the men's light welterweight as he catches one to the right side of his jaw. Mughalzai. He's not shipped too many clean blows, but lands a couple with his right hand, his lead right hand himself.
That's been his go-to this fight for Patrice. That long lead hand has done him wonders this fight. Offsetting his opponent, not letting him set his feet.
Well, Ian Batar has dropped his hands right down to his waist, and when earlier we were saying that when Patrice did it, it's pure confidence. You wonder if he's feeling the pace a little bit, the Mongolian. I mean, it can't be easy. Patrice pretty much lives here, trains here. All of the guys that have come in from overseas, got to manage jet lag and living out of hotels, all of that. It's not easy, but it's the same for all of them.
I think this has just come down to some great boxing from Patrice.
Yeah, he's put on a bit of a clinic here.
This will be such a tasty final tomorrow with 2 English boxers.
Now, I made a pact with you before we started. I wouldn't ask you for your view on any of those pick-em fights between the home nations boxers, so I'm not going to do that, but I can't wait to see the action tomorrow.
Teammates. Oh, what a great shot.
That is a great shot with the backhand left from Mughalzai. 19 seconds of the contest remaining. Luke Campbell will be with us, Olympic champion from London 2012, sitting alongside me for the fights tomorrow. Another good shot, as we heard the 10-second clapper from Mughalzai. That's great work again. Little uppercut. Oh, well done.
great 3 rounds of boxing from Patrice.
It's been a great show from so many of the home nations contingent.
Absolutely, everyone showcasing the skills, and that's what's great to see.
How much of that is down to home advantage? Because the Germans went particularly well in Cologne a few months ago.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot really, because we travel the world and we'll put the showcase on anywhere in the world. Just happens that it's on home soil and all eyes are on the English boxers. We've got a great contingent in the tournament, and you're just seeing the best of what we've got.
Yep, good team picks.
Okay,
good
ladies
boxers
and
putting on a
gentlemen,
show.
bout number 46, please show your appreciation for both boxers. And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards where your officials are at ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the blue corner, it's Patrice Mughazi. A round of applause, both boxers.
So good night's work for Patrice Mughazi. He might want to go and rest and relax, because tomorrow's going to be a big day as he boxes Joe Tyers, his fellow Englishman, for the gold in the light welterweight category. A clinic of boxing over 9 minutes from the Englishman to convincingly beat his Mongolian opponent Tulga Oyambatar. And we'll leave these shots for you just to enjoy as we build towards the next bout of the evening.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bout number 47. Introducing your boxers to the ring. Your red corner, representing Denmark, give it up for Nikolai Tatian.
Very talented boxers coming to the ring for this next one. First to enter, wearing the red of his native Denmark, Nikolai Tatian, born in Yerevan, Armenia, now representing
ladies
Denmark.
and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner, representing Germany, it's Magomed Skachidov.
Well, Shakidov looks so good, the German, when he beat Panama's Eduardo Beckford by unanimous decision earlier in the week. Feels like a bit of a step up in trip, boxing against the extremely talented Dane, Nikolai Tatian.
Yeah, the blue corner from Germany's certainly been around the block himself as well. I believe he dropped a close decision in the Olympic qualifying event to the world champion from Ukraine as well, so he's definitely shared the ring with some of the best operators in the world.
Yeah, so no home nations fighters on show in this one, but strap yourself in and enjoy. 2 talented boxers in the ring.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 47, which is a light middleweight semi-final scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes. Introducing your boxers, and firstly, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the all red, representing Denmark, give it up for Nikolai Tatian. And across the ring, his opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue, representing Germany, give it up for Magomed Skachidov. Your referee at the bell, representing England, Mr. Billy MacDonald. Round 1.
Okay, here we go. 9 minutes in the men's light middleweight semi-final, the first of 2. 71 kilo cut-off. And it's Tertarian of Denmark in red, who has looked to come out early and try to take ownership of the centre of the ring. Really classy operator, the Dane. But as Kieran was telling us, the man across the ring in blue has boxed the very best that the world has to offer.
Great start of the contest from the Danish boxer. Taken straight at the centre of the ring with the back end of the body.
Well, he'll be supremely confident. Took the gold at the European Games in Poland last year, qualifying him among the first qualifiers for the Olympic boxing tournament. And the one thing that I have heard raised by one or two people is that, is there a question mark over how much you need a tournament like this if you've already qualified for the Olympics? But from what we've seen from him this week, well, he's here to perform.
No, that's it for me. These tournaments are invaluable. Running up the Olympic Games, you can't just go stale and rest on your laurels because you've qualified and then turn up at the Olympic Games and expect to perform really well. You need all these little fights to get you the rust off and get into the rhythm of boxing.
Yeah, miles on the clock. In fact, you mentioned the word rust. After your first fight, you said it's good to blow off the ring rust. And I think Elise Glynn said the same thing. Ring rust, it's something that you boxers are so very well finely tuned to.
Yeah, that's it. It's the intensity of competition rather than the sparring. You know, it's massive, and you always get that in your first contest, and you get better as the tournament goes on because of that. It's all about the timing in the ring.
Yeah, and Tertarian is enjoying his time in the ring, exploding out of that referee break with a left-right combo, landing on Shakadov's cheek. But Shakadov now has the centre of the ring and just trying to turn this first round in his favour. Oh, it's a wild swinging left hand, and Tertarian saw it coming. Ducked out the way. Oh, good straight jab, using the ropes to propel him forward, the man in red. That looked a little low from Tertarian. Referee agrees. Oh, it's the Dane that is landing the eye-catching stuff. He came out, dominated centre ring early, loses his gum shield. Behind you. He's almost boxed two different rounds in one here. He dominated the centre ring in the early exchange, and then all of a sudden was happy to go on the back foot and allow his back to brush into the ropes and spring forward.
That's it. I've seen him box a couple of times, and the back foot's more of his style, what he enjoys. Just got that great left hand.
Yeah, and it has caused the German a little bit of trouble in that opening 3 minutes. So Tertarian, for me, had the better of that first round, but did lose his gum shield late on. Let's bring the judges' scores up. Finally, I picked one correctly, Kieran.
Yeah, 5-0 across the board. It was quite convincing, yeah. From the first half of the round on the front foot to the second half of the round on the back foot, he dominated both halves of the round.
Yeah, there was one this morning. Zara Millie of Sweden against Melissa Mortensen of Denmark, and I called it in favour of Millie in the first round. She lost it on all 5 judges' scorecards. You weren't here to steer me right, that's why.
That's it, good job you're not a judge. But I've seen this a few times from the German in the blue corner. He's lost the first round on a few occasions and always comes strong on the back end of the contest.
So 6 minutes remaining for Shakadov to turn
round.
the tables. Oh, Tertarian has come out with a real statement with the first sequence of punches in this second round.
He really does look like a man that's just full of confidence and qualified for the Olympic Games.
Yeah, he believes in himself without a shred of doubt in that body, although that looked a little low as well. He's already been told once by the referee, the Dane. That's a good shot, clean shot by Shakadov, needs to follow it up. He just looks so good, doesn't he? Great shot by
left-hand
Tatarian.
again.
The referee disagreed. Open palm shot, he
Great
said.
body shots.
Oh, clean to the top of the head from the Dane. And the German Shakidov, who, as you say, has been in with the very best that world boxing has to offer, has got a real fight on his hands here.
Absolutely. Even bagged himself a European bronze medal in 2022 as well. So he's boxed at the highest level.
Oh, it's a nice left-right combo. Tatarian got one through, but he shipped 3 punches in that exchange. Shakidov now perhaps starting to grow into the fight. The German in blue. Smart work off the back foot once again by the Dane in red. Good clipping left hook from Shakidov in blue. He's so elusive, so hard to hit when he's on the defensive, Tatarian.
Great work from the Danish boxer.
And immediately, every time there's a break, he pounces straight back into action, the Dane. Good contest. A good contest, but the man in red is in front at the moment. Oh, that's a great body shot as well, just underneath that right elbow guard of Magomed Shakidov. Some expert technique on show tonight. Shakidov just driving his forehead into his opponent. Referee won't stand for that. Splits them up, and immediately again, out of the clinch, out of the break, Tatarian is on the attack, continuing his onslaught. And now dancing out of trouble after hearing the 10-second clapper. One more for the judges to mull over. And that's the end of the second round.
Another great round of boxing. For me, it would be the red corner from the Danish boxer that took that second round as well.
Not quite as one-sided as the first round. One of the judges leaning the other way, but still fairly convincing from the man in the red corner.
Yeah, great boxing from the Danish boxer. He's found a home for that back on numerous occasions.
So here's the best of the action from the second round of 3 in this men's light middleweight semi-final. Nikolai Tatarian, Armenian-born Dane, in red against Magomed Shakidov, the German, in the blue.
Seconds out.
And we are live from the English Institute of Sport
Third
here in
and
Sheffield
last round.
for the final round of this light middleweight semi-final. So Tatarian is 2/3 of the way there, but needs to stay out of trouble. Don't get the feeling from him that he'll back off. He's a man, let's not forget, who's already qualified for the Olympics, but he's not taking a backward step. His last boxing prior to this competition, he won the Danish National Championships. He's a European champion. Won the Viking Box Cup last January. Seems that whenever he laces them up, he's taken at least one step up the podium.
Yeah, he's got some great accolades, the Danish boxer. He's been round the block a few times.
And he packs a real punch. It's great defensive work as well. He's bobbing, weaving, ducking out of trouble. And when he comes forward, it's seldom a single shot. Well, Shakidov is trying to impose himself now. He looks like he's, well, feeling the pace of being on the sharp end of Tatarian's advances. Tatarian tries to change levels, but the referee doesn't like the look of that. Warn about leading in with the head. Now Tatarian into the neutral corner, springs forward with the left jab. It catches nothing but glove. That is a great clean shot from Shakidov. And Tatarian came straight back with one of his own. Feel a bit sorry for our cameraman in the neutral corner. He got covered in sweat from Tatarian's head. So the Dane does look comfortable on the back foot, even though he just took that heavy shot from the German in blue. Minute left of this light middleweight men's semi-final. Tatarian, I think, knows he's weathered the best of what Shakidov has to offer. Yeah, he'd be well within his rights to backpedal away now, Kieran.
Oh, great uppercut from
certainly was
the German boxer.
Maybe there is a sting in the tail from Shakidov. It would take a stoppage win now. That's a great shot. The overhand left, and the referee is engaging the count. Shakidov doesn't like it at all, but that shot was as clean as a whistle. Tatarian, well, he's got the bout won, and he wants to sign off in style. He catches one though coming in. Shakidov not going anywhere as we head towards the end of this one. 10 seconds remaining. There goes the clapper. Great fight. And in the corner, Shakidov, he knows it's beyond him, but he's trying to leave his mark on this bout. Nice to see from the two boxers. A hug of sportsmanship, but Nikolai Tatarian has done the job on his German opponent, and he marches on to the light middleweight final.
That's a great performance from the Danish boxer. Full of confidence after qualifying for the Olympic Games as well.
So you can look forward to seeing him again on the BBC later this year. Paris 2024, Nikolai Tatarian will be there. We don't know all of the boxers that will, but many of the people that we're seeing lace up the gloves this week will be there. You can bet your bottom dollar. Let's head into the ring.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 47. Please show your appreciation for both boxers. And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your officials at ringside scored a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the red corner is Nikolai Tatarian. A round of applause, both boxers.
Well, what a terrific show the Dane has put on for us. We can see the scorecards from the judges on our screen right now. One-sided victory.
Yeah. Fairly convincing victory for the Danish boxer.
Yeah, salute to his fans there as well. He put on a real show for us. And actually showed his durability as well, because he shipped a real punch in that final round in the corner and came back immediately with one of his own.
Oh, absolutely. It's testament to how fit these boxers are, being able to recover so quick from such a heavy blow.
The Shakidov will come again. Not this week, because Tatarian marches on to the final. And he'll be keeping a keen eye now as he goes through his warm down on the next bout in the men's light middleweight division to find out who he will box for the GB Open Gold. Live on the BBC tomorrow.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 48. Introducing your boxers to the ring, and firstly, your red corner, representing England, give it up for Lewis Richardson.
The brains of Britain makes his way to the ring. Lewis Richardson and his master's degree. We'll get into that shortly. 26-year-old southpaw in terrific form after losing a little chunk of his Olympic development path to injury. He's picked up international wins over the past few months. We'll get into all that shortly. But he looked terrific yesterday as well.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner, representing the Czech Republic, give it up for Kelvin Sequeza.
So Lewis Richardson's Czech opponent is Kelvin Sequesa. Calls himself the Golden Boy. He's had 2 split decision wins so far this week. Lewis has only boxed the once. How's that going to play into this fight? The fact that one man has blown off a little bit more of any ring rust that might exist, and Lewis has had just the one fight.
You know, it can go 2 ways. You can look at it, he's blown more ring rust off, or he's had a little rest here. But Lewis certainly blew it off yesterday with that performance against the Norwegian boxer.
He looks so comfortable in beating Martin Skogheim of Norway by unanimous decision. Absolutely outclassed him. Let's get the formal introductions from Craig before we get the action underway in this men's light middleweight semi-final.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 48, which is a light middleweight semi-final, scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes, and introducing your boxers. Firstly, boxing out of the red corner, wearing all red, and representing England, give it up for Lewis Richardson. And across the ring, his opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the all blue, representing Czech Republic, give it up for Kelvin Sequesa. Your referee, representing Denmark, Mr. Mohammed Ali.
So final instructions from the referee before the second of our men's light middleweight semi-finals. The winner gets to fight Nikolai Taterian in the final tonight.
Round 1.
And we're underway. Lewis, the southpaw in red, leading with the right hand. Sequesa is wasting no time, throwing some bombs right from the off.
Lewis Richardson really is a big light middleweight after moving down in divisions from the middleweight where he got all his success.
And he's landed the first meaningful shot of the bout. Straight down the middle as Sequesa was coming forward, and got the best of that exchange as well, Richardson in red. Well, yesterday we had Pat Brown on commentary, and he was praising the ring IQ of Lewis Richardson. What would he be meaning when he talks about that?
Yeah, he can read about really well, and he can decipher what his opponent's going to do in front of him and work out the best way to combat against that.
Yep, he's got the height advantage in this one as well, and he moves so well around the ring. Caught one coming in though there from Kelvin Sequesa, the Czech, the man in blue.
He holds the weight so well after moving down from 75 kilo middleweight division as well, due to Olympic categories.
Yeah, so just to explain that, there was a category shift in weights, so that impacted the way that Lewis had to go about his training.
Yeah, that's it, but like I said earlier, he's had his injury problems, and that's helped him get down the weight category and come back as a new fighter at a new category, and he looks really good at it.
He does look good at it. Boxing off the back foot there. Sequesa forcing him back on the ropes, and he looks so comfortable in there. Sequesa just getting a little slightly untidy uppercut through as they were in the clinch. Richardson throws one to the body and backs away. Oh, good fight this so far. Sequesa has had those 2 split decision wins. Richardson so slick in his unanimous decision victory over Martin Skogheim, the Norwegian. Oh, lovely uppercut. Got straight through the Czech defence.
The Czech setting a really high tempo in this first round. It's really made him business.
How much would he have watched Lewis's first bout and thought, that's the way that I've got to get at him?
That's it. If you stand off Lewis, he's gonna have a field day, because that's his style. Lovely long shots he's got.
Looking to pick him up, but that was nicely done off the back foot. Lead right hook from Lewis Richardson. Scoring shot before the referee had a word with him.
Start to find a home for that backhand now.
He certainly is. And Sequesa maybe just feeling the fact that he went off like a train early in the first round. He's settled down.
Shot.
Great first round. Little grin from Lewis Richardson as the bell went there. Smiling at Sequesa as if to say, I felt you, I can take that. bring up the judges' scorecards, Kieran.
Yeah, lovely first round of boxing for Lewis.
Yep,
off that back
sweep
foot.
on all of the judges' scorecards. Now, Lewis might well be able to take credit for this event that's being hosted here. I was speaking to a couple of the guys at GB Boxing earlier, and they said that he's got a master's degree in business and sports management.
Yeah.
And his dissertation, he did a feasibility study on hosting an international event in boxing in this arena here, where GB Boxing is based. And when they decided to bring it here, they borrowed some of his intel from that package. So well done to Lewis Richardson.
I remember him coming and asking all the boxers what they thought of the idea and things like that. So his case studies, and I'm glad that it finally came off. So
yeah, big thumbs up from everybody here.
To showcase our skills on our home turf.
Second round.
It's been a terrific event so far. Still got finals day to come tomorrow as well, live on BBC Sport and the GB Boxing YouTube channel. Now, Lewis Richardson caught one. The first punch of the round was a blue one. And this happens so often. We keep telling you that the boxer that loses the first round comes out at a pace, which is exactly what Sequessa the Czech did in the first round as well, charging forward, trying to ask questions of the Englishman in red. Nothing clean landing in that exchange. Punches thrown, nothing landing. Richardson would prefer it this, at distance.
He's so comfortable off the back foot, Lewis Richardson.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. Long levers.
Absolutely so comfortable. Oh, a lovely little body shot in there as well.
Yeah. Seems to have settled down in this second round now. Lewis Richardson wheeling away. Sequessa just trying to unsettle him a little bit. Perhaps trying to show him that he can match him for strength, and Richardson actually walking the Czech man back.
Lewis really does make good advantage of his physical attributes with them long arms.
He certainly does. The man from Colchester.
Oh, great left hand again.
Popular man in the GB gym, is landing the better of the shots in this second round, having won a clean sweep of the judges in the first. Punching on the break there, Sequessa. The referee doesn't like it. And back we come. Richardson again, able to box at the distance he prefers. Now he's being dragged into a slugfest, and well, he doesn't look uncomfortable in there, Richardson, at all. Working an uppercut through the Czech guard.
That's it, we're training with that many stars in the JB gym. We're so used to inside work and outside work, you know. Got to box off the front foot and the back foot. And that's a valuable thing to have in international boxing, because you've got to learn to adapt.
You'll need all of those skills in a multi-day event like we've got on the very near horizon. Good shot from Richardson again off the back foot, and now he's growing in confidence.
Oh, great shot again.
We won a gold at the Algarve Cup last month in Faro, did Lewis Richardson. Wins breed confidence, confidence breeds wins. It's a good position to be in heading into this Olympic year for Lewis Richardson. 10 seconds to go in this second round.
Absolutely, he's really making himself known in this light middleweight division. After moving down, you know, we've got a lot of great light middleweights already on the Great Britain team, so he's definitely making a statement why he should be in the division.
Yeah,
one of the best.
And it's important to remind us that only one GB boxer can go to the Olympic trial. Only one in each weight class can go to the Olympics, and there's a couple of others that would have more than a claim for that spot in this weight class. Haris Akbar, European champion among them. Garen Croft as well.
That's it. We've got the Croft brothers, the two twins. European silvers, but European bronze for them too. Haris Akbar, European champion. Another beautiful round of boxing, going back to the boxing. A clean sweep across the cards for Lewis.
So let's look at the best of the action from round two. Lewis Richardson has built himself a handy lead in the eyes of the judges as we head towards the final round.
It's the long stuff that's catching the eye. You can't miss with that left hand. It's really eye-catching punch as well.
Seconds out.
Such a judge-friendly punch.
Certainly is. You see it coming a mile off, but can't do anything
round.
about it. That seems to be the case for Sequessa, the Czech. who had split decision wins over Kevin Scott, the German, last night, and James Delano, the Dutchman, in his opening bout. If he were to win here, well, he'd need something fairly mesmeric from this final round. Lewis Richardson has been well and truly on top for both rounds, and again he's
great shot,
landed the lead hook that had KIARAN MacDonald purring next to me. Well, he's laid the early statement in round 3, having won the first 2 rounds, Richardson, and now he can manage the fight, try and box at distance. Keep the gas in the tank. The final is to come tomorrow. Avoid any unnecessary head clashes. There was one in your bout earlier in the week. Scott Richards busted open, complete accident, but that's not what you want when you've got to come back to the ring and box again, and Lewis will be mindful of that.
Just makes the job at hand a little bit harder, and you've got to manage a cut as well. So Lewis will not want that going into such a big contest from tomorrow against a European champion. He needs to be fully ready, and that was a great left hand that sent the gum shield out as well.
Yeah, just popped it free. Straight down the pipe from Lewis Richardson. That's a mouth-watering final, isn't it, tomorrow?
Oh, absolutely. 2 world-class operators in there, 2 southpaws.
So Nikolai Tatarian is waiting in the final. We've just seen him put on a real show in his semi. And England's Lewis Richardson is doing the same here against his Czech opponent in blue.
Really is well boxing on the move, Lewis. He's hitting on the move really well. Not letting himself get pinned down.
Yeah, weaving away from the ropes as well now. Taking ownership of the centre of the ring.
That's it, going into the last minute, he's well in control.
Keeping it at a distance.
Looks like his Czech opponent's getting a little bit frustrated.
Yeah, Sequessa backed off and Richardson just grinned at him again. Second time he's done that in the fight.
He's really managed this last round really well, Lewis has.
It's the left hand that has won him the most fans, I think, on the judges' side of things, but
and again
the lead right is also a real weapon. Sitting here at ringside, having been watching at home when Pat Brown talked about his ring IQ yesterday, I get it now.
Yeah, absolutely. He finds a way out of danger anywhere in that ring.
Well, he is the danger, to quote Walter White in Breaking Bad. Slick 9 minutes of boxing from the Englishman in the red. Keep the guard held high. The job is done. The race is won. And Lewis Richardson crosses the line and will take his place in the men's light middleweight final tomorrow.
Yeah, great performance from Lewis Richardson. He'll be happy with that. And tomorrow's a big chance for him to put a great performance on, which I'm sure he will. He managed that last round so well.
He really did. I mean, there was a couple of moments, you called it, where Sequessa, the Czech, just seemed to get totally frustrated and backed away, almost as if the fight was over.
Yeah, that was it. He wanted to sort of drag Lewis into a fight that he didn't need to be in, and because of his high IQ, Lewis knew that's what he wanted, and sort of just stood off and give him a little grin.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 48, please show your appreciation for both boxers. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. We are officials at ringside. Score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. Boxing out of the red corner, it's Lewis Richardson. A round of applause, both boxers.
Well, a great win for the man that, I guess you could say, helped bring this tournament to this arena, courtesy of his work that he put together for his master's degree. And, well, in that ring, he was the master tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You're saying he got a clean sweep on the last round as well, with a little 10-8 round in there, so just showcased how much it was judge friendly. And he'll be going off to make weight again for his big final tomorrow with a Danish boxer.
So all smiles for Lewis Richardson as he makes his way around the ring. as we head back in.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, band number 49, the light heavyweight contest between England's George Crotty in the red corner and Wales' Taylor Bevan in the blue corner is a walkover in the advantage of red corner George Crotty. Moving on to band number 50, which is a light heavyweight contest. Introducing your boxers to the ring. Firstly, your red corner. Representing England, give it up for Ramtin Musa.
Well, one thing is for sure. We know who the winner of this bout will meet in the men's light heavyweight final tomorrow. It'll be George Crotty of England, who boxes for the Royal Navy. And he hasn't thrown a single punch this week. He's been given 2 walkovers because of opponent withdrawals. And what we would love to see, Kieran, is Ramtin Musa getting the job done against his German opponent and setting up an all-English final.
That's it.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing Germany, give it up for Ben Ehis.
2 times a German elite national champion, Ben Ehis. He will have his say on who boxes George Crotty in the light heavyweight final tomorrow. He's already got 1 win over a home fighter this week. He beat Scotland's youngster Alan Perry in the opening bout, the British youth champion. He had just a little bit too much ring savvy for the younger man.
Yeah, it was experience what came through. I think it was his first senior bout for the Scottish boxer, which he'll come again. You know, he's got plenty of time for experience. And like you said earlier with George Crotty, it's never nice having 2 walkovers and your first fight in the tournament going to be in the final against potentially another English teammate who's had a couple of bouts to get the dust off, but that's how things happen sometimes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 50, which is a light heavyweight semi-final scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes. Introducing your boxers, and firstly, boxing out of the red corner, representing England, give it up for Ramtin Musa. And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue and representing Germany, give it up for Ben Ehis. Your referee representing Wales, Ms. Mandy Brown.
I believe this will be a great contest after watching them both on the opening day. 2 high work rated light heavyweight fighters.
Yeah, they punch hard and they move quick. So Ramtin Musa representing England in the red against his German opponent Ben Ehis in the blue.
Ramtin Musa, he put a special display on in his opening bout of the tournament.
Yeah, he certainly did.
And be looking to follow up on that.
He beat the Czech fighter Jindřich Janečka. Forced a standing count in the second round of that one. And here's what I was talking about. They punch hard and they move quick, so you won't want to take your eyes off this one. Musa in the red, born in Ghana, now based out of Congleton in Cheshire. And he packs a real punch. So Ben Ehis, when he got into boxing, he went into a boxing gym. Stacey Copeland was telling us yesterday on the commentary, he went in fully expecting to rough a few people up, but he learned quite quickly boxing is a little bit different from the streets. So people were roughing him up.
German boxer.
And now it's him looking to rough up Ramtin Musa, the man in blue, the German. Musa has the centre of the ring. The movement is coming from the German in blue. But Musa's nickname, Rambo, given to him by Pat Brown's dad, because he just keeps coming forward like Rambo in the films.
Yeah, he's a great high intensity worker, Ramtin is.
Oh, good punches as well.
That was a nice little flurry.
Yeah, he caught one going in, but I think he got two himself. Musa throwing out that lead left hand and then following up with uppercuts. One to the body, one to the head. Little warning from the referee to the German fighter in blue, leading with the head. It's all action in the first round here in Sheffield, in this light heavyweight semi-final for the right to fight George Crotty.
Great exchange from Rampton Musa, head and body.
He's moving well, great uppercut as well. As Ahis came rushing in, the uppercut caught him and sent him reeling backwards. Oh, great jab from Musa as well in red.
Yeah, he's really warming into the task.
Yeah.
Great body shots.
Started the slower of the two men, but by now, halfway through this first round, heading towards the end of this first round, Musa seems to have exerted a little bit of dominance. Landing the cleaner shots for sure. Nice jab. Just grazing the chin of Ahis in blue.
Right hand.
And the right hand landing too. Two powerful guys in the centre of the ring. Into the last 10 seconds of this opening round. Musa has equipped himself well. Ahis has landed some big shots too. And the first round is in the books, Kieran.
Yeah, great first round of boxing. Rampton certainly warmed to that after the first 30 seconds of a bit of a slow start, but he built in really well.
Alright, let's bring up the scorecards and we have a split, Kieran.
Yeah, that's it. The first 30 seconds to a minute of the slow start for Rampton Musa shows on the scorecards, but he picked it back up and pulled three judges towards the back end of the round.
Yeah, so 3-2 lead on the split.
And I know personally Rampton gets stronger as the contest goes on, so this will suit him down to the ground.
So here we go, the best of the first 3 minutes of this light heavyweight semi-final at the GB Boxing Open. George Crotty waiting in the final, an Englishman yet to throw a punch at the GB Open after 2 injury withdrawals, and able to walk all the way through to the final. Great uppercut there from Rampton Musa in the midway through that opening round. Both men come galloping to the centre of the ring, ready to exchange leather again. There's a gameness about both of these guys.
Oh, great right hand.
Musa has a laser focus. Ahis is, yeah, game as you like, throwing out the lead left. Terrific action. Centre ring here in Sheffield. You might notice on the ropes it says Birmingham 2022. It's the Commonwealth Games ring that was used a couple of years ago. But the man on my right, KIARAN MacDonald, took a silver medal home. Great left from Rampton Musa. Good action in the centre of the ring.
Both boxers delivering them right hands.
Oh, real menace behind that left uppercut from Musa as well. But Ahis just keeps coming. The Germans like that. Big cheer went up. You can tell when it's a German cheer, it's ja rather than yeah. But Musa still has the centre of the ring, and he's the one who sends his opponent backwards, the Englishman in red.
Great loop and right hand from Rampton around the corner of the German's guard then.
Snap jab. Just caught the on-rushing German in blue. But Musa's been forced back to the ropes, and backpedaling landed a left hand of his own.
This really is a high intense work for a light heavyweight contest.
Certainly is. Musa trying to target the body as well. Big target on a big man. How are you seeing this second round, Kieran?
Oh, it's a great round. I think Rampton Musa's got landing the better of the work. But he's not having it all his own way, he really isn't.
No, Ben Ahis in the blue, the German, not allowing him to have it his own way. The first round was a split on the judges' scorecards. Musa, the Englishman, took it 3-2. And in this round, well, it's so tough to figure out which way the judges are going to go. Both men landing leather, both men coming forward. Ahis throwing out the double jab, not landing. Oh, but that's a good shot. That is a good shot. Full weight of his body behind it from the German in blue.
Such a great round of boxing.
Little trip from Ahis as we head towards the bell at the end of the second round. Oh, both men get a chance to catch their breath. Touch of gloves.
Really could have another split scoring on that round. Such a great round of boxing. For me, it was Rampton Musa who got the better part of the work, but let's see what the judges have.
Yeah, let's see what they have to say for themselves. Bring it up on the split screen, and they've all gone the way of the Englishman in round 2.
There you go. Testament to them eye-catching punches.
So a bit of work to do for the man on the right of your screen. The German, Ben Ahis in blue. So for Rampton Musa, well, the challenge is there because Great Britain has such depth in the light heavyweight division. The winner of this will meet George Crotty in the final. He's an Englishman. Taylor Bevan as well, Rampton Musa, they can't all go to the Olympics. We keep stressing this. Only one from that selection can advance. So 3 minutes left in this one. Musa, the Englishman, ahead on the scorecards. What's Ahis got in his locker from the final 3 minutes of this light heavyweight semi-final here in Sheffield? Tried to feint with the head and open up an angle. Managed to get through with his right hand there, the German. And Musa is still there. Not taking a single back step. Ahis with that little feint of the head before throwing a punch, and Musa not buying it. Oh, nice work. 4 punches in a row.
Yeah,
from
great
the
work
Englishman.
from Musa. Great body shot.
Yeah, in and out. Quick work.
Eye-catching punches come from Musa now, not getting engaged.
It's what the judges have gone for so far in this fight. You wouldn't doubt that they'll continue to go for it. And a couple of little uppercuts there as well. Lead jab into an uppercut.
He's got a big punch variety, he has, Rampton Musa as well.
Whoa, and that one sent his opponent spinning off balance. Yeah, nice work to the body from Musa. And then going downstairs, straight up. And finding the target to the head.
Yeah, he's navigating this last round really well, Musa, on that back foot. Picking them single eye-catching punches.
And he's allowed himself the luxury of being able to do that. Ahead on the scorecards. But still finding the target. Ahis keeps coming forward. Musa showing good footwork just to backpedal away. Got caught there. Into the final minute of the bout. Musa looking to the body. Ahis mainly targeting the head. It's the shots from distance that have caught the judge's eye. 26 seconds remaining in the bout. Ahis has had it all to do as we headed into this final round, and I'm not sure, Kieran, I'm not sure he's managed to find what he needed.
No, absolutely not for me either. Rampton Musa's controlled the last round really comfortably. Floating in and out of distance with them single eye catching punches.
Well, it's been a terrific week for the home nation's fighters here in Sheffield. is that about to get even better?
For me, it's another all English final tomorrow.
So impressive work from Ramtin Musa. We await the judges' scorecards on this one. Was really impressive in his opening bout win against Jindřich Janečar, the Czech boxer. Forced a standing count in that one. Nothing of the such in this bout, but the eye-catching work, as KIARAN MacDonald has explained to us, was coming from the Englishman in the red jersey. And we await the official announcement from our MC, Craig Denham, who's making his way into the ring as the two boxers shake hands. Craig, over to you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 50, please show your appreciation for both boxers. And ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your officials and ringside score a unanimous decision victory in favour of your winner. And boxing out of the red corner, it's Ramtin Musa.
Well, you called it, KIARAN, you called it very early in the fight. He had the mark of his man, the measure of his man, and it will be an all-English final. George Crotty against Ramtin Musa in the light heavyweight division. Now, KIARAN, you'll be boxing tomorrow. What a final day we've got to look forward to. A number of all-English finals. I think it's time we give you a little break. But how do you reflect on today's boxing?
Oh, I've had some great performances. You know, even if the boxers have lost, they'll come again, and it's a great, valuable experience. But for all the home nations, they've all done really well, and we've got a lot of home nation finals, which is great for having the boxing in Sheffield.
And we missed you today with your walkover. What can we look forward to you from tomorrow?
Oh, that's it. We'll have to see tomorrow. I've boxed my opponent 3 times in the past. It's 2-1 in the trilogy to me, so it's a quite interesting bout we have. But I'm going to go and rest up now and get my weight ready and ready to fully focus for tomorrow.
I think you've earned your rest. Thanks for being with us today. KIARAN MacDonald, the Commonwealth silver medalist from 2022. He'll be boxing tomorrow.
Thank you very much for having us.
Cheers,
See you soon. Bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bout number 51. Introducing to the ring your red corner, representing Germany. Give it up for Nikita Putilov.
Right, so as KIARAN MacDonald leaves me to my own devices, we have the first of our super heavyweight semi-finals, and making his way to the ring is the first of our giants. 21-year-old Nikita Putilov from Germany. Big man, powerful man, former European youth champion, and he's carried that power into the senior ranks as well.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing your blue corner to the ring, representing the Netherlands, give it up for Stan Bertens.
Stan Bertens, the Dutchman, is another monster of a man, 23 years old, Dutch #1 super heavyweight national champion. Looks big for 23, doesn't he? He's sparred with Tyson Fury. What lessons can you take from a professional world heavyweight champion, where he says Tyson is next level, and that experience lit a fire under him to go on and achieve similar things in the world of boxing? Also sparred with the popular English heavyweight Dave Allen. He's been in with all sorts, and tonight he's in with a big German in Nikita Putilov. The super heavies pack a punch. When we get underway, you will not want to blink.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 51, which is a super heavyweight semi-final scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes, and introducing your boxers. Firstly, boxing out of the red corner, wearing all red and representing Germany, give it up for Nikita Putilov. Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent across the ring, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue, representing the Netherlands, give it up for Stan Burtons. Your referee at the bell, representing Wales, Mr. Gary Meredith.
So the two giants are brought together in centre ring, dwarfing the referee. And I think from wherever you're watching this, around the world, on the BBC iPlayer, the BBC Sport website, you might feel the action, because these are two enormous men in the super heavyweight division, 92 kilos plus. Stan Burtons of the Netherlands in blue, and Nikita Putilov of Germany in the red. And they're both feeling each other out a little bit. Both in the orthodox stance, leading with the left hand. The jabs, you'll feel them through the TV, no doubt. But Burtons is the one who's taken the centre ring early doors. Putilov looking to work from the outside. Burtons has the measure of that advance. And that's a good snap jab from the man in the blue. Straight down the middle. Putilov took it well. God, he's looking to wing in some big shots. If they land, well, like we saw from Pat Brown in the lighter weight, the heavyweight earlier on. These are the super heavies, don't forget. When these big men hit, you know about it. Putilov lands the biggest shot so far in the contest, and again, and that's a standing count. Really rocked back the head of Stan Burtons, the Dutchman, and the referee stepped in. And Burtons was pretty furious that that was a standing count. He felt that he rode that punch well, but Putilov makes early inroads in this contest, the man in red. Oh, it's nice work, throwing 4 punches at a time. Upstairs, downstairs, working the body as well. And Burtons, who's been in with Tyson Fury, sparring, is coming off second best from the early exchanges. That's a great shot again from Putilov. The lead left hook. And Burtons is covering up. He's felt the power a couple of times from Putilov, including when the referee brought in the standing 8 count. So Putilov in red is the younger man, 21 years young. Big guy. Both of them enormous men. And Putilov actually took gold in the inaugural World Boxing Cup event. That was in Cologne back in November. Looking to double down and take a back-to-back gold. This is the weight class of Delicious Ori, who you might well know, popular Great British boxer, already qualified for the Olympics, but he was beaten in his opening round. And these two could well be boxers to watch as we work towards the Olympics in Paris this summer. Putilov looks really talented at the weight. The man in red. "25 knockout victories in his amateur career. And that doesn't happen in Olympic style boxing. I suppose it does when you're talking about the super duper heavyweights, as these guys are, the biggest in the business. So there's the split screen. Let's see how the judges have seen that opening. 2 10-8 rounds from the judges because of the standing 8 count. All of them have gone in favour of the German in red, who looks completely relaxed in the German corner. He's had success on the international cycle. He won the Boxai tournament, which is a prestigious one in Debrecen, Hungary. That was last year. Also won in Cologne. And he's the reigning European under-22 champion, and he is not yet 22. Want to see the shot that led to the standing count. That was it. The lead
Second
left. Burton's didn't like
round.
that the referee engaged the count, but the referee felt he needed to take the sting out of the fight after the cleanest of punches landed on his temple. Putilov is really confident. He's got the longer reach, and he's making it count towards his advantage here, the German in the red. But Burton's is unleashing a bit of leather himself in this second round. Oh, that's smart work. Look at this. This is like watching a young Vladimir Klitschko. Second count of the fight. Burton sent to his neutral corner for a standing 8. The referee's having a close look and invites him to box on. Putilov throwing a barrage of punches. He's had a standing count in each of the rounds so far, and I think he senses the stoppage, but his shoelace has come undone here, Putilov. And the referee is stepping in, and that will just neuter his advances. He was really taking control of that second round. Huge damage inflicted with those huge punches to head and body. And Burton's comes back to the centre of the ring, but Putilov senses that he can get this done inside the distance here. Looks like a young Ivan Drago in there, doesn't he, the German? Certainly one to watch. And it's Burton's who's been in the sparring ring with Tyson Fury and others, but if I'm a heavyweight pro, I'm phoning up the guy in the red. Come and spar with me, get me ready for my next bouts. He's a real talent from what we've seen from the opening 5 minutes of this super heavyweight semi-final. Leads in with the uppercut. Burton's rode that well. Ducked away. His timing was the call from the German fans behind us, and it was timing that landed that lead right hand, and another one. Putilov ducks and throws the overhand right. It's causing more than a couple of problems. The duck is the trigger for that overhand right. Burton's just seems to have seen it coming the last couple of times. Now Burton's is trying to throw some punches himself, the Dutchman in blue. Well, Putilov knows he's well and truly in control here. Two of the judges scored it 10-8 in the first round with the standing 8 count. He's had a standing 8 count in this second round as well. 22 seconds to go in this second. And now he's winging in the left. I think we need to see a little bit more from the Dutchman. The referee might ask to see more from the Dutchman because he's got so much to do. So far behind on the judges' scorecards, I'm going to have to say, I think that's going to be a shutout in favour of the man in red from Germany. Yeah, once again, two of the judges going with a 10-8. The Swedish judge has scored both rounds 10-8. So it's a wide lead in favour of the German on the left of your screen in the red vest. And I think the referee will be asking to see more from the Dutchman because he's so far behind on the scorecards that ultimately the referee won't want to see him ship any needless damage in the final round of this super heavyweight semi-final. The best of the work has come from Putilov. That was just before his shoelace came undone, and had it not, well, he might have been able to press forward for the stoppage.
Seconds out. Third and last round.
Okay, the last 3 minutes of the first of these super heavyweight semi-finals. Putilov, the German in the red, is 2 up on the scorecards against Stan Burtons of the Netherlands in the very sweaty blue vest. So Putilov has the centre of the ring, pawing out with that lead left hand, searching for his range, but it's the right that does the damage, the backhand right, when he gets in range and feels comfortable enough to throw the leather. It causes huge problems for the Dutchman. So penultimate fight of the night, here live on BBC Sport, on the website and on the iPlayer. World Boxing have put on a real show in collaboration with GB Boxing here in Sheffield. World Boxing's mission is to keep Olympic-style boxing in the Olympics. So far, it's not guaranteed to be in Los Angeles. Putilov throwing a jab down to the body. It's not the jab that does the damage, but Burtons is starting to turn up the heat a little bit, forcing the man in red into the blue corner, but he's done well to dance his way out of trouble. So all night, KIARAN MacDonald, who's been on co-commentary with me, we've excused him now. He would have explained to us that when you're so far ahead on the scorecards, 2 rounds up, well, you might well ease off a little bit because you want to have something in the tank for the finals tomorrow. And I think that's what we're seeing from Nikita Putilov right now. The job is more than 2/3 done. Standing counts in both of the first 2 rounds for the German. Into the last minute 5 seconds of this fight. Burtons has done a better job in this 3rd round, but that may well be because Putilov has just taken his foot off the gas ever so slightly. Left gets through from Stan Burtons in the blue vest. Oh, here comes Putilov. He's parked it for the last couple of minutes. What's he got for the final 60 seconds? I mean, it is frightening when these guys throw combination punches, and that's what Burtons was trying to do. They are super heavies, of course. You could end it with a stoppage. Oh, lead left was caught. And it's a 3rd count of the night. Putilov caught one coming in, but he followed up. And the referee says, I have seen enough. There is no need for you, Stan Burtons, to take any more damage. You can't catch him. And Nikita Putilov reaches the final inside the distance. Impressive show from the German. So the first of our super heavyweight finalists is now known. The stand-up boxer from Germany, Nikita Putilov. And he'll face either Omar Shia of Norway or Nelvi Tiafak, who's also German, in the final tomorrow. And we'll see those two exchange leather in just a few minutes' time.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bout number 51, please show your appreciation for both boxers. So, ladies and gentlemen, your referee stopped the contest in round number 3, giving you your winner. And boxing out of the red corner, it's Nikita Putilov. A round of applause, both boxers.
Well, real quality from the big German. Won the gold in Cologne at the World Boxing Cup in November, and now he's looking to double down. 21 years old. Frightening to think what he might go on to achieve in the world of boxing. The danger came when he released more than one punch at a time. His combination work was stellar. That was the shot in the first round that brought the referee in for the first standing count. Into the second, and the barrage continued. Putilov went to work upstairs, downstairs, Burtons covering up.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the final bout of the evening, bout number 52. Introducing your boxers to the ring. And firstly, your red corner, representing Norway, give it up for Omar Shia.
So the second of our super heavyweight semi-finals sees a Norwegian coming to the ring in the red corner. 24 years old, Omar Shia, the Scandinavian and Norwegian champion. He packs a real punch, but he has actually lost 4 of his last 5 competitive international bouts.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing to the ring your blue corner, representing Germany, give it up for Nelvi Tierfak.
Now this guy is a real talent, 25 years old, born in Cameroon, and this week he's been the GB boxing party pooper. Delicious Ori was here. Delicious Ori has already qualified for the Olympics, and he was one of the main draws for the home crowd, and he was sent home in his opening bout by Nelvi Tierfak, the German. Split decision win on Wednesday. Ori was boxing behind his lightning jab. Tierfak had the more aggressive style, and the judges went in his direction. He's got the look of a Joe Fraser type when he boxes. I mean, that is praise indeed. Fraser went on to win world titles as a professional, stellar amateur career as well.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is bout number 52. This is a super heavyweight semi-final scheduled for 3 rounds of 3 minutes. And introducing your boxers. Firstly, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the all red and representing Norway, give it up for Omar Shiha. And across the ring, his opponent boxing out of the blue corner, wearing all blue and representing Germany, give it up for Nelvi Tierfak. Your referee at the bell, representing England, Mr. Paul Rosendale.
Well, the German fans have had a bit of a treat. Back-to-back German super heavyweights to end the evening session here at the GB Open. Nikita Putilov got the job done just now. He's waiting in the final. And the form guide would tell you that we might have an all-German final, because Nelvi Tierfak has beaten his opponent Omar Shia in each of the last 2 times they've boxed. But this is the super heavyweight division, and one punch can shape the night. So Tierfak of Germany in the blue, and Shia of Norway in the red. And the early aggression looks like it's coming from the blue corner. Confidence boosting win against Great Britain's Delicious Ori in the opening bout. Ori was representing England, already going to the Olympics. Tierfak has his own Olympic dream, but as we've been saying all night, only one fighter per weight, per nation can go to the Olympics, and Nikita Putilov also wants to go to the Olympics. Shia is on the back foot, and Tierfak is trying to set the pace early in this super heavyweight semi-final. But now the Norwegian coming forward with a couple of shots of his own. It's all single shots. We saw in the previous bout that nobody took the advantage until the combos came out, and it was Putilov that did that, and maybe that's why Tierfak has just tried to throw 3 punches back to back. There you go, a little combo from Shia trying to up the pace. A little bit of blood coming from his nose already. Tierfak has the centre of the ring. The lead left does damage, but it's the backhand right that will open the door. Nice work from Shia off the back foot, landing a couple, but that winging left just caught him on the temple from Tierfak. Shia is the one moving around, trying to find an angle to land his punches. Tierfak is happy, just standing on 2 stationary feet and throwing in the bombs. It worked against Delicious Ori. He got the split decision win over the Englishman in the opening round. Oh, it's powerful blows is being exchanged. Both men having success in the middle, and there you go. Shia is game, but the damaging punches are coming from the man in blue. There you go, combinations from the Norwegian, the man in red. This is good. The punches in bunches are coming from the red-vested Norwegian. Yeah, even contest it feels like to me. So far in the early round. Oh, Tiafack rocking back the Norwegian's head, and he's ending really strongly here. But Shia is coming back, and they're just going toe-to-toe in the centre of the ring. Great super heavyweight contest to end the round there. Can't wait to see the best of the action back. And it will be interesting to see which way the judges lean. Well, it's a 3-2 split in favour of the man in the red corner on the left of your screen, the Norwegian. So Tiafack has got the better of him in the last two contests that they've met. In the Tama tournament in Finland and again in the Czech Republic, but here we are in Sheffield, and at the end of a closely contested first round, it's the man in red who's got the slight edge. Yeah, the cleaner shots were coming from the Norwegian, and also he was the one that was more prepared to throw 4, 5, 6 punch combinations towards the end of that round. Here we go, 6 more minutes to go. Sit down and enjoy. Tiafack knows he's ever so slightly behind on the scorecards. He's come out much quicker than he did in the first round. Yes, combination punches starting to be thrown by both men now. This has just got ever so slightly more interesting. Tiafack has got his man back against the ropes, but Shia still continues to throw the leather. Backing out of range. He'll have learned a lot from his 2 defeats against the opponent that's standing opposite him, Omar Shia. As Kieran McKenna was saying, you never lose everything in defeat, you learn. Win or learn. That has to be the mantra. Shia is right in the corner, not where you want to be against a big punching German. Tiafack went downstairs. Shia now seems backed up against the ropes. Tiafack growing in confidence. It's a good exchange, both men getting through. Oh, that's great work from the German. He landed a left and then a clean right came through. Big punches, and it looks like Shia is just blinking heavily, trying to gasp for a little bit of air into his lungs. Down narrowly on the scorecards after round 1, the man in blue, Tiafack, but he's come out strongly in this second round. And Shia chasing him into the corner though, as soon as he sees a weakness that he can exploit. Big cheer from the German contingent behind us. They like what they're seeing from the man in blue in this second round. Shia once again reverts to his position with his back against the ropes, and Tiafack is growing in confidence as the round wears on. 1 minute left of the middle round of 3. Oh, Tiafack is landing 3s and 4 punches in there, sending his man backpedaling. The form guide says that the man in blue should come out on top, but Shia's having none of it. He's still throwing power shots off the back foot. A little bit untidy as we head towards the end of round 2. It's been a great round of super heavyweight boxing, all power. The Tiafack, you can see he's growing in confidence. He's got his hands down by his waist. Both men have. At any point, either of these men could slow the contest with a big shot. Well, the Germans urging their men forward. He dominated the first 2 minutes of the second round, and Shia came back into it in the final 60 seconds. Well, in the previous bout, there was a clear leader throughout. And in this one, 3 went the way of the red corner in the first round, and they've done the same again. So Omar Shia leads on a split decision as we head into the final round. Well, it'll pay to see a slightly different angle of these replays of the second round action. I thought Tiafak had the best of 2/3 of that middle round. Shia came back into it with 60 seconds left, but ultimately 3 of the 5 judges went the way of the man in red.
Seconds out. Third and last round.
Final round of a tremendous evening of boxing here at the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield. A day of semi-finals setting up a terrific final day tomorrow. But what can these two serve up for us in the last 3 minutes of action tonight here live on BBC Sport? Tiafak, the German, in the blue vest. Omar Shiha, the Norwegian, in his nation's red. That's a great... Oh, left came in and just wobbled Tiafak there. Tiafak has got the fans behind him, but Shia has landed the best punch of the fight so far. The left hook, and again, Tiafak is becoming a little sloppy. Shia starting to grow in belief. Energy-sapping rounds that we've seen from these two big men. They'll need something in the tank for whoever's going to fight Putilov in the final tomorrow, and we don't know yet who it's going to be. Big punches landing from Shia, but he looks like he's expended an awful lot of energy, the Norwegian in red, and Tiafak is walking him down. Good punch came through from the right hand from Shia. Now Tiafak backs his man against the ropes. Shia is holding on, he's ahead on the scorecards, and he knows if he can take 5-10 seconds out of the bout, he's inching his way towards the final. Tiafak needs to find something. That's not going to get the job done. Holding his opponent's head down, the referee urges Shia to keep his head up, keep it a fair contest. Now the big punches are going to be thrown because neither man knows for sure they're going to be in the final. Tiafak is turning up the heat with his opponent backing into the ropes. And Shia wheels out of it. Now he's got centre ring. Tiafak bows at the knee, sends in a big left, but it goes swooping into the night sky. Big shots coming in. Feels like Tiafak has got the better of this final round, but I thought that in the second round, and Shia ended strongly. Minute remaining of the night. Tiafak works the body. The Germans find their voice again. Nelvi, they cry. Nelvi Tiafak is their man. They want an all-German final tomorrow. But Omar Shia in red is having none of it. Even contest. The judges haven't agreed all the way through. Final 30 seconds. Can either of these find the one big flurry of shots to sway the judges their way? It's all for grabs, it really is. 2 split rounds so far. Tiafak is landing as we head towards the final bell. Shia looks like he's running on fumes. Both men do. 10 seconds to go. Time for a final flurry. Tiafak is looking to throw it, but ultimately the two men look utterly spent as they head towards the red corner. Handshakes all round. An enormous amount of energy has been left in that boxing ring. And the first fight was stopped inside the distance in this super heavyweight category. This fight has gone all the way, and we await the judges to see which way they've scored that round, that final round that could ultimately prove decisive.
Ladies and gentlemen, band number 52, please show your appreciation for both boxers. So, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, where your officials at ringside score a split decision in favour of your winner. And boxing out of the red corner is Omar Shiha. A round of applause, both boxers.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try and try and try again. Omar Shia has lost the last 2 to Nelvi Tiafak, the German, but finally he gets over the line here at the GB Open in the World Boxing Cup. Tremendous. Tomorrow he'll box another German for super heavyweight gold in Nikita Putilov. And it brings to a close a tremendous night of boxing we've had here at the English Institute of Sport in Sheffield. And it's been a session that has set up some mouth-watering finals tomorrow. We look forward to an all-English final in the men's light welterweight. Joe Tyers, Patrice Maglesire go toe-to-toe. What about in the light middleweight category? Lewis Richardson was so good today representing England, but he's going to fight against a guy in the final who has already qualified for the Olympics, the impressive Dane Nikolai Terterian. That one is so exciting. And earlier we saw the women's featherweight Elise Glynn outclass her opponent, Canon Tass of Germany, and she set up a final against the Dutch boxer Maud van der Toorn. It's all to come tomorrow, and we will be live with you once again on BBC Sport and on the YouTube channels of both World Boxing and GB Boxing. It's been a terrific event so far, and I can only think it'll get better on finals day. I've been Chris Latcham. Thank you for watching with us on the BBC and on YouTube, and I'll be back with you tomorrow morning for finals day. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, please travel safe.